We are streaming live here from Calvary Knights Field ahead of the start of the 2026 football season on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and we're going to do it right. The Knights, the only team in town, taking on Bethlehem Christian, a rematch of last year's GIAA first-round matchup. Thrift Behringer, and with me, and he will be by my side all season long, Mike Frost on the call. Mike, we're here. We've been talking about it. I got chills bringing in this intro. Calvary and Bethlehem football season is already here.
Oh, yeah, man. It's been a blast. Got here about 5:30 this afternoon. Had the little tailgate going on at Calvary Christian. Everybody's ready for a game day here. We had our little game day show pre-game. Now we're getting ready. Had the anthem played, got the grass cut, had the rain come down earlier today, so it's nice and muggy, ready for football season. I'm ready to see how this one goes, see how Calvary does with this rematch.
And we're going to go down to Richard Holdridge. He'll be part of our broadcast crew here tonight in just a little bit. Braxton Wilkinson coming in, second-year starter for Coach Brunson. He's been playing the quarterback position for quite a while. This is his senior year. When talking with Braxton and some of his family members, they expect big things from him. Coach Brunson says he understands my offense. I expect big things from him. When I see him out there with his other players, I see leadership qualities. What are you looking forward to with Braxton Wilkinson and the Calvary Knights offense?
I'm looking for him to take over here on offense as far as being able to be the point guard of the offense here against Bethlehem Christian. He's got a bigger offensive line. So will the protection be there this year compared to last year? Last year they had a little bit of trouble running the ball, protecting Braxton. He was having to run, dodge rushers all season long. Can he have the time to be able to dole it out to his other players there? And really, I think I have an X factor for tonight right now.
Let me hear it.
The freshman running back, Dontarius Taylor. DT is what they call him.
DT.
Freshman, already been offered. He's got a couple of college offers already. Not the biggest kid, but fast, tough as nails. I feel like he's going to be a big part of this offense for Calvary Christian tonight.
All right, we're going to go down to Richard Holdridge. Big Rich, what are you looking forward to, man? All right, Mike, what are some other keys you're looking forward to?
They've got some new offensive linemen out here at Calvary as far as coming in as transfers. You've got two brothers. Looks like going to be led by Jeff and Luke Brzezinski. Two big guys coming in to book in that offensive line. It's going to be a big part of, like I said, last year, a little bit of struggle running the ball, being able to be consistent on the offensive side. A lot of 3-and-outs last year. A lot of times where it was 30 seconds or less on time of possession in the drive. Didn't really give your defense much time to calm down, be able to get their breath. Especially in GIAA, you got a lot of kids that play two ways. So these two big guys up front, I'm looking forward to see this improved offensive line be able to help move the ball. Defensively, they did lose a stalwart up front. You had Darnell Hamilton played both sides of the ball last year. That's a big loss out there on the defense and offensive line. But I feel like up front, that's where the game's going to be won or lost for Calvary tonight. Can they move the ball consistently and be able to move it downfield, keep possession going?
We got Brookstone and Westville going on later tonight. It's coming up in just a little bit. You're getting a live feed of it right now from Westville School. Can Brookstone and Coach Ian Headley, that's part simulcasted on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and you can watch that right now. We also got Pacelli and FPD going down. So mega matchups around the GIAA. All three GIAA schools. All three games have GIAA schools in it, and 5 of the 6 are in the 4A classification. FPD, Calvary, Brookstone, Pacelli, and Bethlehem Christian, Westfield, Brookstone as well. Westville being the only school that's in 3A. All right, Bethlehem Christian, last year, 7-4 on the season, and man, tough way to lose with Jamar having the interception. They're coming in with some momentum. They think they got a team that can dominate in the line of trenches. What are you looking forward to with Bethlehem Christian? They are also the Knights.
Yes, they are. Knights on Knights. We got Vikings on Vikings out there in Macon right now. But as far as Bethlehem Christian coming in, They lost that big first-round matchup at home to Calvary on an interception return by Williams that sealed the deal, sent Calvary into the second round. Bethlehem Christian's season ended with a bad taste in their mouth. So they're going to come down here. Calvary went up there, took the home win away from them. Now they're going to look forward to coming down here and try to get a win here in Calvary and try to kind of put a little demoralization on the start of the season. So I believe they have a lot of motivation coming into this ball game here and try to get a big win in the GIAA, because just like any other thing in GHSA, GIAA is going to go by power rankings. So if Bethlehem Christian gets the win here, they're also going to boost them up in the power rankings. They're going to be really looking forward to getting a win here and kind of avenging last year's loss. And you can see the coin toss going on. You got the new offensive lineman out there.
Yep.
You can see the size he has out there coming out of Chatco, Jeff Brzezinski. What's I got?
And Jeff, big guy coming from Chatco last year, 6'6", also can plays basketball too. Shows you what kind of athlete he is. Coach talking with Jonathan Gordon over in the offseason. They think he can be kind of the enforcer.
Yeah, a little bit of the meat down low. And you see the four captains out there right now. You got Sawyer Talbot, the starting wide receiver. Jackson Samra, running back, linebacker, does a real good job on the second level on defense for Calvary. Braxton Wilkinson, of course, the star quarterback for the Calvary Knights. And then, of course, Jeff Brzezinski, who we talked about. So that's your four captains for Calvary tonight. As you see them back behind the banner, they're ready to bust through this thing and get this season started.
Still waiting. Says a minute left on the clock. White hat. Flipping the coin. And we're here. You got a lot of WTBM and RBL people here too. Only game again in town, so Bethlehem Christian will kick off the Calvary. Calvary will receive. They're here to cover and start the season. We got the Calvary Knights mascot out there, and guess what? We're going to see Braxton Wilkinson and company to kick off the game. We're going to have them come out, and then we'll take a quick break once they come through the banner, and we'll get ready to play some football. Calvary Knights, I want to say thank you to all their sponsors. Thank you to Greg Russell, Marvin Chestnut, and the Calvary Knights Booster Club. We'll say thanks to Knox Pest Control, Master Wall, Mix and Mingle Digital Marketing Agency, Sunshine Banners and Signs, Signs Incorporated, Fuller Fire and Safety, Safeguard, Perry Brothers Equipment, St. Francis Emory Healthcare, Macon Road, Vet Clinic, Columbus Fire and Safety, and Door Specialties. Thank you for supporting Calvary Knights Athletics. We want to say thank you to Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, and Mike Hostelo, the presenting sponsors here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without those guys, being able to bring a broadcast to you guys while you're watching from home, watching at work, getting ready for some football here. We've had a couple broadcasts already so far this season with softball and volleyball, but nothing beats a good old gridiron broadcast out here, and we're ready for it to get started. The first of many Fridays.
And here come the Knights. Third year in the GIAA, back in 2023, first year under Coach Brunson. They made it all the way to the championship game. They were a half a yard from winning it all in the gaps. Tough year in 2024. Last year started 5-0 and kind of went downhill down the stretch, but able to get some momentum with that big win over Bethlehem Christian. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we got kickoff next. Bethlehem and Calvary on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO Steve Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, Steve, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never, never, never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer Bulldog Coach right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and we are underway, and it's going to be an onside kick to start it off. And nice job by number 17 from Calvary Christian. Griffin Snow was not expecting that, the offensive lineman, and was able to bring that in. St. Valentine was able to grab that. All right, let's talk about Braxton Wilkinson in the backfield with him. He's got some young but talented players, and you mentioned Ontarius Taylor. On the outside, Sawyer Talbot is one of them. Also look out Robert Bailey, a really good wide receiver. So we got 4 receivers out with 1 guy in the backfield for Wilkinson. Braxton takes the snap, throws a screen pass. And he'll be tackled immediately and taken down. Jax Meters for Bethlehem, able to get there quickly. Trying to get the ball out to Robert Bailey. Goes nowhere, Mike.
Yeah, just a little bit slow on that one. Got out there, lost about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 14 now. Just needs a little bit of a quicker throw out to the wide side for that bubble screen to work because there wasn't any blocking out there.
So, loss of 4, 2nd down and 14 for Bethlehem, for Calvary Christian. And he'll throw it out, and getting tackled there is number 5, Jakari Harris. Harris goes nowhere. Maybe gains 2 yards. They roll him out to the left this time, and nothing going. Now 3rd and long, Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where you're going to start getting – I know we talked about running the ball here, but at 3rd and 12, now you're pretty much forced to pass. Can Calvary's front be able to stave off that Bethlehem Christian rush and be able to give Braxton enough time to get the ball downfield as they go trips to the right here?
Braxton with the freshman phenom Taylor in the backfield. Throws it over the middle. Caught right at the 1st down marker. And I think that's going to be enough to move the chains. He was able there to find number 1 for Calvary Christian. Sawyer Talbot, I mentioned him before. They've had chemistry, both playing at Northside and able to deliver to the senior there, Mike.
Yeah, might as well call Braxton Wilson Betsy Ross right there because he just threaded the needle. Threaded that needle just enough for the 1st down. Actually, it looks like they're going to try and get a measurement with the chain here instead of giving them the 1st down off the rip.
I would assume being at midfield that they would go for it anyway, even if it's not, but they're moving the chains. Whitehead says, yeah, we're not bringing this out. Move the chains, 1st down, and they'll have it at the 48. He had all day to throw, and how about Braxton sticking in the pocket, not getting jitter feet, and able to deliver a strike right down the middle.
That's called having confidence in your offensive line. You can tell right now he already feels better about the way they're blocking. Good way to come up, make a pickup with Don Terrius coming up there making a big block from the running back position.
Braxton. Toss to Taylor. Taylor cuts it up inside, and then a big-time tackle by the big man, Will Sunderland, the linebacker who shot through like a cannon, and it'll be a loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, just not enough blocking on the outside there. Bethlehem Christian did a good job of fitting. You saw the linebackers come up in the tunnel, make the big tackle, and get in the backfield for the loss.
0-0 FPD Pacelli, 0-0 Brookstone versus Westville. We'll get some of those clips throughout the broadcast, let you know these are the only 3 games going on locally for our teams, all GIAA schools. Handoff Taylor, and he's taken down. And big number 70 for Bethlehem Christian. Gavin Rice, unblocked. And no running there. And this has kind of been the what we would hope Calvary can, and it's early in this one, was Achilles' heels last year, was running up the middle.
The only 3 games going on locally for our teams, all GIAA schools.
Reed that time gave him time to get in the backfield and blow up the play before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield. Motion for Bethlehem Christian defender that's going to go out and guard Taylor. He's going to throw it over the middle, and Harris is leveled. No, he's going to stay on his feet. Crew Chunko took a chunk out of Harris there, and he's getting up kind of gimpy. That was a tough hit. Gain of 6, 4th and 8, and looks like punting situation for Calvary.
Yeah, he's still down right now as well. Hopefully it's not too big of an injury, maybe just a cramp right now, but you see the trainers going out there to check him out, make sure he's okay.
While we're taking a Houston Clinic injury timeout here. Thank you again to Houston Clinic for supporting what we do. So while we take a Houston Clinic injury timeout, we're going to flip it over and show you what's happening with FPD and Pacelli. Right now, FPD driving on Pacelli early in this one. 2 of the top 3 teams in the entire state coming in early preseason rankings, FPD and Pacelli, Coach Collier and Coach Grider, and a good one there.
You're going to expect a tough game down there right now. Going to be a lot of hard hitting going on at that First Presbyterian tonight.
Harris gets up, walking off kind of gingerly, but hopefully he's okay. And we'll see the Knights. Looks like Wilkinson's out there. Are they going to go for this?
They might be on the plus side of the field here early in the ball game. Seems like he just kind of got the wind knocked out of him. Seems okay. He was kind of touching his stomach, which means he probably fell on the ball or landed on top of somebody and knocked the wind out. So he seems like he's going to be fine.
Looks like Braxton's going to be the punter.
Fighting for the Knights is number 11, Braxton Wilkinson. Back deep for Bethlehem, number 22, McGee, and 19, GASL.
And a high punt. Doesn't go very far, though. We'll get a little bit of a Bethlehem and a Calvary bounce. Just go straight up in the air. We'll take a break. It's 0-0 here, 8:45. Calvary and Bethlehem Christian on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Throwing it out to the outside, Jonathan Poole. In at quarterback is Harrison Goodwin, a junior, 6'3", 195, and he's every bit of that physical specimen out there, Mike.
Yes, he is. And then big tackle that time. Good way by Matthew Chestnut to stay with the wide receiver, getting cleaned up by Sawyer Talbot, keeping it to a minimum 3-yard gain on that pass out wide.
Stack to the near side. Got Goodwin, takes the snap, handoff, and good tackle there. Coming in, and that was, I'll give credit, number 6.
Yeah, that was
actually number 8.
Yeah, Jackson Samra and Bull McGee, the recent transfer from Shaw High School, coming in to play that defensive tackle position. Great job getting up there and plugging up the hole and making that big tackle for the loss to get back to 3rd and 8 now. You see a lot more size for Calvary this year. As you see the nose guard over the center right there, number 90.
Goodwin throws it out and too far on 3rd down. And how about the Knights with a 3 and out? Was trying to find Crew Chunko and was not able to. And good defense by Calvary there.
Yes, it was. Good defense. Good to be able to move the ball, stay around midfield so they still keep the ball on their side here. Going to be great field position for Calvary depending on the punt by Bethlehem. See if they can try to keep it on their side of the field and keep going here with Robert Bailey back to return this punt. And see if they stick with the punt coverage here and just get the block and get the return.
By the way, got a score update already in Brookstone, Westfield. We'll get that here in just a moment. And that punt will go straight out of bounds at the 50. And good field position for the Knights. So they're at commercial break, but Brookstone already leading, excuse me, 7-0. over at Westfield. So how about Coach Headley's team going right down the field and scoring a touchdown on the opening drive of the game? They lead 7-0 there.
Yeah, I expect a big year offensively from Brookstone. With all that experience on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like Broughton Branch is due for a breakout season. Great season last year, leading them to the state title game, but I feel like this year is really going to be his year for the Cougars.
By the way, Dylan Terry, good to have him back. He's already got 30 yards and had a bounce-out touchdown. He injured last year, was on pace to have 1,000 yards, and first game back, already a touchdown on the first drive. All right, here's Braxton. Mike, what do you want to see from him? Settle down here a little bit?
Yeah, settle down. See that offensive line get some better on the blocking here, being able to hold on to him long enough to make big plays.
Zone read, Wilkinson looked like a kind of weird start to the play. Able to make something out of nothing, though. 2 yards on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, not too bad there. Got 2 yards on the quarterback run. No, they wanted more, but a couple of slow developing plays so far offensively for Calvary. They just got to get in a rhythm here. The few run plays they have ran has been a little bit slow developing with the counter, this time with the quarterback keep. Let's see if they can try to get something moving a little bit quicker so that offensive line doesn't try to hold on too long.
2nd down, 8. They got to keep him honest with the run game, though, Mike. He can't be Braxton sitting back all day throwing. Not with this defense. He will throw here. Plenty of time. Gonna go deep. Has a man. Caught! And he gets taken down at the 10. And guess who he found? His best friend, Sawyer Talbot.
Beautiful play. Just dropped it into the basket. Talbot able to bring it in. Bring it down inside the 20. They're going to start off 1st and goal here.
How about that? Dropping in the bucket pass by Braxton Wilkinson. When you give him time, the man can throw a dime. And 1st and goal for the Knights. Man, what a throw there. And that's something that you want to see from Calvary. Explosive plays.
Yes.
Whether it be in the passing game, the running game, explosive plays. Kirby Smart hits it on the head every time. How do you win championships? Stopping explosive plays and making explosive plays in the offense.
And that's a big thing you didn't see last year was Braxton Wilkinson able to just stand back and survey the defense and make a big throw.
He's going to hand it off to the big man, and he's going to be down to the 3. That's Jordan McGee, linebacker and running back. Nobody want to get in front of him there. 2nd down and goal from the 2.
His nickname's Bull for a reason. Like I said, the recent transfer from Shaw, great kid, great athlete. Good to see him out here on the field on both sides of the ball for Calvary tonight.
Braxton handing off to Jordan again, and Jordan will walk in for a touchdown. The Knights are on the board. 6-0. How about that drive? Big play in the passing game from Talbot, and then give it to the big man McGee to do the rest.
Beautiful one right there. Great drive. You get out there, you kind of stall out on offense once you pass midfield. Get a 3 and out on defense. Couldn't ask for something better on that 2nd drive. Big play, get him down inside, and hand it off to Bull McGee for the big touchdown score.
And you see here on the replay, man, blocking was impeccable. But even if there was blocking, I don't think anybody's going to get in front of McGee, man.
McGee, that's a little, we call him Little Bus. His name might be Bull, but right now he's Little Bus. Jerome Bettis out here for Calvary Christian tonight.
And you're already seeing the athletes for the Knights. 6-0. And to kick the extra point, I actually don't have a 22 on my roster. We'll get that. Thankfully, I know the PA announcer, Greg Russell, so somebody's got to know who this is.
I believe it's Logan Whitley. That's who they
blocked.
have lined up as a kicker.
Will be blocked, but won't take the momentum away. Calvary scores a touchdown on 4 plays. And we'll take a break. Knights 6, Bethlehem 0 on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Do we know who that is?
Car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at
He's thinking it's Whitley because that's the only one on the roster that has a K by its name. Logan Whitley, 24.
Postolo.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck?
I know,
At Glenn
it doesn't
Smith
help.
Chevrolet GMC in Opelika,
9.
we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and
9.
Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000.
Yeah,
Every
on
model,
Calvary.
check them all
Yeah, the
out
one that
side
kicked
by
into Calvary.
side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
And you see it. Westwood already tied the game. 7-7. over in Perry. Back here, Calvary kicking off up 6-0 and set to return. Hayden Mezzles. Mezzles has got it, and Mezzles will be taken down immediately. And there, number 4, Karan Thomas.
Yeah, the guys are flying around right now for Calvary. You can kind of see after that first touchdown, got the amped up a little bit, got the emotion behind them. Let's see if they can keep the motivation on their side, try and get another 3 and out here against Bethlehem. And you can see the size up front, Bull McGee, Griffin Snow, big number 90 out there trying to get his name.
So Bethlehem will take over at the 32. Harrison Goodwin, handoff, and we'll get close to 5 there. There's the running back, Reed Jackson.
Yeah, got right at 4 or 5, 4.5 there. Good play, good running play by Bethlehem on first down. Let's see if they try to stick with it here. Just a 1-score game, so they don't have to break their game plan at all here early in the ball game. Let's see if they try to stick with the run.
Snap, handoff. Again, Jackson, and we'll pull the pile. We'll get close to the first down. It'll be third down and about 1.5, maybe short 2.
Yeah, nice run that time to be able to keep the feet moving. It's going to be close to a first down as they line it up on the 37-yard line. They might go ahead and move it. It will be a first down. Bethlehem coming out, running the ball the first 2 plays of the drive.
Handoff to Reed Jackson again. Jackson will be stopped, but they gave him the first down anyway. 4 yards there, and it'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, Bull McGee with the tackle there, just a little bit past where he wanted to be, but got it up to the 41-yard line. A 4-yard run by Bethlehem. Sets up a manageable 2nd and 6 here as they start to near midfield now. Coming up, lined up. Twins to the right. One out wide here to the left as they go tight end. So strong right, twins right for Bethlehem. Fakes the handoff, rolls to the right. They're going to throw it downfield just out of the hands of number 6, Easton McKever. On the coverage out there was Jackson Samra. He had a little bit of separation, unable to get a throw, though, and ended up dropping incomplete to make it 3rd and 6 now. Got 4:08 here left in the first quarter. Calvary still with a 6-0 lead after the big rushing touchdown by Bull McGee, followed by a blocked extra point. So 3rd and 6 upcoming here for the Bethlehem Academy Knights. Going back strong right, twins right again. Dropping back to pass, looking downfield. And on the coverage that time, as that one's overthrown to Reed Jackson. You had Matthew Chestnut out there cutting off in front of him. Looks like they're going to bring out the punt team and another punt forced by the Calvary defense there, Thrift.
Good job by the Knights, able to force that. Wild throw there by Godwin. Didn't take a lot of time.
Yeah, just kind of soared that one, let it go a little bit high on him.
By the way, we'll go ahead and give you a score update. 7-7, Pacelli and FPD. Go check that out on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Decent punt will be returned by Robert Bailey. Bailey's got it at the 18 to the 20. Bounces to the outside, and then will be taken down. Flag comes out, and that flag was thrown 20 yards, man.
Yeah, I believe they're going to get out here as blocking out of the play here. Looks like number 19 for Calvary. Looks like he kind of drove that defender for Bethlehem on the punt team out into the sideline. Maybe took a little bit too many hits there. Looks like Levi Stokes Good job blocking there. Just blocked just a little bit too long, possibly, unless there was a retaliatory play there by Bethlehem. Let's see what the flag is going to be. It's actually going to be against Calvary for a personal foul as he took him off the sideline and kept pushing him. In our days, I grew up, a little bit older there, so as you play through the whistle,
Right.
he didn't hear a whistle, so he kept blocking him. He didn't care where he was on the field. It ain't his fault he took the man off the field.
No.
But regardless, here, looks like Calvary's going to start off around the 23-yard line or 24 after that penalty.
Back them up. Worst field position to start. They started near midfield on both the drives. So a flag will back them up. And it's first down from the 25. Thomas in the backfield. Trips to the far. Single coverage on the near side with Talbot. Wilkinson. And then another flag.
They're going to get false start right there. Looks like the right guard had his hand down on the ground there, picked up, went to the two-point stance, and that caused the false start. So just a little bit of a mental error there. That drops him back to the 19-yard line now. Still first down.
Yeah. So Wilkinson will take over. 1st and 15. Snap. Gets it out. Robert Bailey on the screen. Bailey makes a man miss. Bailey makes another man miss. And there goes Robert Bailey in open space. He's got blockers in front and will be taken down past the 35. How about the quick feet and the scat from Robert Bailey?
Got the first down there. Needed 15. Got 16. Big play by Bailey on the screen. You get your playmakers out in space like that. Let them be able to make a couple moves there, even with the wet grass. Caused a couple Bethlehem guys to look a little silly that time. Great play by Bailey.
Nice job and blocking by the entire offensive line and receivers for Calvary, but Bailey made a couple people miss. Wilkinson. Good pickup block by Taylor. Wilkinson on the run, still looking, fires, open, caught, first down, and how about Braxton Wilkinson improvising? The young man gets outside the pocket, able to set his feet and find Caden Bowie for a first down, and the senior showing you, man, that's a big-time play for number 11 in green.
Yes, it was. Rolling out to his left, eluding a defender. Great block picked up in the backfield there. Was able to find him downfield wide open.
How about the Terrence Taylor, the freshman, the smallest guy out there, picking up the key block to allow Wilkinson to get to the outside and get the first down. Whistle. McGee in the game. When McGee gets in the game, I wonder if the guys in white and silver helmets think, God, must me buckle my chin strap.
Coach, can I get my Guardian cap on, please?
Can I get my Guardian cap? That guy's in.
Yeah.
The brute. He's in the game.
You don't see too many guys in the backfield at the high school level with that kind of build.
I will tell you this, and again, it's early. I'm not trying to hype anything up. Maybe it's just my blood flowing. It's the first football game of the season. Braxton Wilkinson makes plays like that. Look out everybody else now.
Oh, exactly right there. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It helps to have an offensive line like he has right now, the way they're looking. He's got the time to be able to survey the field.
And this wasn't last year. This wasn't happening.
It wasn't. He had to be quick on his feet last year. A little bit of tiptoes, a little bit of the feet fidgeting. This year he seems a lot more confident back there in the pocket
McGee
so far.
Trips to the near side. Talbot again up top. And he'll get it out. Another screen pass. And there goes number 5, Jakari Harris. And he'll be taken down after another big gain. Screen pass to the right. Screen pass to the left. Block up front. And let the guys do the rest. And they're making plays are the receivers from Calvary, Mike.
Yeah, he just kind of just drugged that guy a couple of more yards to get inside the 30 there. Now they'll set up 1st and down and 10 at the 29. Kind of got a little bit of a good rhythm going on offense right now. That false start to start the drive did not deter them one bit.
No, not at all. They're inside the 30. Braxton will get it out to Talbot quickly. Talbot makes one man miss. Talbot still on his feet. Talbot jumps over another one.
And they're going to call a foul on him. You can't jump over a body in high school football.
Hold up.
Let's see if they call that or not. Because it looks like they're taking his legs.
Hold up. If a guy dives at you, you're not allowed to jump over them?
You can't jump. You can't leave the
so
ground.
You're not allowed to be an athlete?
Yep. You're not allowed to leave the ground in high school.
You're not allowed to be an athlete. Gotcha.
The guys with the ties on in the corporate offices made that rule up. Nobody who's on the field made that rule.
Exactly. Guys that never played football make up the rules sometimes. And they're going to wave off a flag.
Good job.
That's not – I was about to say, are you kidding me? Come on now.
Yeah, I was going to be upset about that one, but as soon as I saw him up in the air, I thought that was going to be what the call was going to be. They waved it off, thankfully, because the guy did dive at him. Either way, that brings the ball down to about the 13, so another 15-yard pickup by Calvary. 4 plays so far, 16, 22, 15, and 15, so nothing but big plays so far for the Knights.
First down and 10. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor, and he gets hit hard. Young man's got a lot of talent, but you get one hand on him, he falls down, it seems like.
Yeah, he's not that big a guy right now. He's got to get a little bit more size on him, but he's one of those guys where you let him get in space and get a little bit of elusiveness going. He'll be able to make some big plays. But that'll put him back to about the 14, so now it'll be 2nd and 11 for Calvary.
We got our ticker, thanks to our friends for the Columbus Lions. Giving you the score updates. Hey, we're updating and upgrading here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We got a sideline camera. We got a ticker on the bottom. And how about another touchdown? Sawyer Talbot, Braxton Wilkinson throwing another dime.
Beautiful. You saw it right there kind of just open up. Braxton, again, sitting in the pocket, the feet still. He's able to just look, survey the defense. Scoggins Talbot with the slant play, gets across, gets in front of the defender.
He's so used to Scoggins.
Yeah, exactly. Makes the easy play in the end zone. Touchdown. That's 2 consecutive on 2 possessions by Calvary here in the first quarter.
How about Sawyer there? What a beautiful route by him. An even better throw by Braxton. And right now, Calvary clicking on all cylinders. And you see here on the replay, all day to throw, Mike. Just absolutely perfect strike. But I'm going to tell you right now, the most impressive aspect of this 12-0 start for Calvary been the offensive line, in my opinion.
Yes, it has. I love to watch it
and
as
you
a big
love
boy
those
myself.
guys.
Yes, I do. Can't win championships without an offensive line, and right now it looks like they've had a huge upgrade considering what last year's front unit was.
12-0, and it looks like Calvary is going to go for 2. We got a good team here today. I want to say shout out some of our team members. Josiah Berry and Richard Holders on the sideline. We got Lou Sanville on the main cam. We got Chrissy Gates. So there's a touchdown, and penalty will be enforced on Calvary on the kickoff.
Possibly a little celebration out there on the field. Can't blame a little emotion here in the first game.
We couldn't do any of this without Chris Gates. Thank you to Ricky Rogers, producer for Game Day earlier. And actually, they go for an extra point, and it's up, and it's good. It's 13-0. Also, shout out to my guy Travis Davis and Chicago. Andrew Rubin, a new member on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll take a break. It's all Calvary so far. 13-0, Knights on top.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this. Come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Welcome back, everybody. 13-0 here. Calvary on top. The offensive line pushing. Braxton Wilkinson looking efficient as ever. And they're able to run the football when needed. And the Knights are up 13-0 to start this one.
Yeah, beautiful 6-play, 81-yard drive right there to take the 2-score lead for the Knights. Looking good so far. Let's see if they can keep that momentum going here at the kickoff.
And getting it is Hayden Mezzles. Mezzles will give Bethlehem their first and best field position of the night. We'll have Richard Holdridge with an interview.
Looks like another penalty
at the end of the
there.
first quarter.
Another penalty over on the sideline, little extracurricular activities after the tackle. And the way I heard the cheering on that side of the field, I believe it may be against Calvary. So we may see 15 more yards added to the field position there for Bethlehem Christian.
So they'll start at their own 46, Mike. And the chains they need to get on the same page. Wrong way, guys. There you go.
Looks like they're actually going to add about 15 more yards to it.
I want to say shout out to, he has been the voice of Calvary, this field, for many years, and somebody brought him out of retirement. I don't know who did, but I'm glad they did. He's one of my biggest advocates and my good friend Greg Russell, and it feels so good hearing his voice out here at Calvary. He gets on my nerves sometimes, but I still love him to death.
Trying to figure out which way the penalty's going to go. I don't think the umpire and the referee are on the same page.
Everybody's shaking off the rust. The broadcast team, myself, Frost, the players, the coaches, and, yes, the officials. Everybody's trying to get back into form. First game of the season.
Trying to see if they can get it in alignment here as far as – and now the umpire turns back the other way. He might be going 15 yards upfield. So Bethlehem Christian will start off on the other side of the 50, it looks like.
And let's take a look here, Mike.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Calvary.
So that's, remember, after the kickoff, they said they were giving them 15 yards. So they'll start in the 38. Epidi and Pacelli deadlocked at 7 here. And Epidi is driving on that on Middle Georgia Sports Live and Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right. First down from the 38 for Harrison Goodwin and company. For Calvary, it's been back-to-back 3-and-outs for them and the defense so far. Handoff, and he'll cut up the middle, and he's got a lot of space, still on his feet, and he may be taking it to the house. And he will be finally taken down at the 1-yard line. Reed Jackson said, all right, enough of this. We got to get on the board, and he goes 37 yards down to the 1.
Yeah, first time they've really tried to just run it straight up the middle that time. He caught the seam, took off upfield, untouched until he reached about the 4 whenever they were able to drag him down to the 1. So now it'll be first and goal for Bethlehem Christian here from the 1-yard line. And let's see what they have lined up on the front 4 here, see if they try to go all out. But it looks like Bethlehem Christian is going to go back to the spread again here.
Reed in the backfield. He'll hand it off to him again, and Reed will walk in easily. And just like that, 2 plays and a touchdown. Bethlehem's on the board.
Yeah, quick 2 plays. That one penalty where they had the kickoff. The penalty after the kickoff as well added 15, so it gave Bethlehem the ball on the Calvary 38. They were able to get in 2 plays and cut it back to a 1-score ball game. So a quick 2-play, 38-yard drive for the Knights. Now makes it 13-6 with the extra point ensuing.
All right, so on to kick the extra point, Jamison Kraft. By the way, Brookstone that was up 7-0, it's 20-7 over there, as that one will go through, and Bethlehem Christian goes 38 yards and scores a touchdown on 2 plays. Calvary 13, Bethlehem 7, 55 seconds here. We'll stay right here, and we'll go ahead and show you that other game. Again, you can watch on Middle Georgia Sports Live and Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Westfield, 20 unanswered, Mike.
Yeah, jumping out there. They've got the athletes down there. We've talked before last season, big player and Win Hoots out there on the outside. A lot of speed out of that athlete down there. So let's see if Brookstone can try to temper it down a little bit here defensively, get a couple scores, get back into it by halftime, and try to make a big game in the second half.
Here it's 13-7. Calvary back-to-back drive, scoring a touchdown if you're just joining us. Bethlehem They go down 13-0, gets good field position because of a penalty unsportsmanlike on the previous touchdown drive by Calvary. So they get it at the Calvary 38. Then Reed Jackson goes 37 yards on one play and then untouched on the next for one, and it's already 13-7. So we got a good win here.
Oh, yeah.
Bethlehem, and they're all white with the blue and gray trim, gray helmets out of Bethlehem, Georgia, up near Athens, about 25 miles from them. About a 2.5, 3-hour drive for Bethlehem here. Harris back and Taylor back, and another short kick. I mean, they did not want to kick it at Taylor or Harris, so Jordan McGee's going to get it, and McGee's going to still be on his feet, and they will tackle him at 38. I guess they're really scared of it's not Jamar Williams was a difference maker, but maybe they feel like Taylor and Harris have that type of speed because we have not seen them kick deep yet.
Sometimes you just don't have the kicking ability to be able to kick it deep. And then being able to, so you just kind of try to take advantage here, try to drop it in there in the zone. You know, you got a couple of different levels on the kick return team. Try to drop it in between the first and the second level. See if possibly nobody comes up to make the play, and then you end up getting a free possession just by jumping on the ball.
So let's see what Braxton can do this time. He's been able to make plays with his legs and his arm. Would really like to see the running game get going here, too.
Yes.
Haven't needed much because they've been having explosive plays by Sawyer Talbot. On the outside, Robert Bailey's made a few good plays. Wilkinson, and nice pass there. I've been really impressed with him, man. Caden Bowie. No forcing, don't have to throw deep every time. Go through your progressions. Find the guy over the middle for 6 yards, brings up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, that was another beautiful pass there. Took his time, made the correct move. Saw the guy coming over the middle there. Had a little bit of open air there. Was able to get it to him in time for a 7-yard gain. Anytime you get plus yards, whether it's 4 to 7 yards on first down, is always a big one there because it opens up the playbook on 2nd and short.
Should be the final play of the quarter. We'll have an interview with Richard Holdridge after the break. Braxton on the final play, steps up, rolls to his left, finds Taylor. Taylor got a lot of open space. Taylor down the left sideline, and that will be the last play of the first quarter. And how about another play by Braxton Wilkinson with his legs and dumps it off to a wide open Taylor out of the backfield. They'll have first down inside the red zone when we get back. Richard Holdridge on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Off the ball as the snap came to him, and it hit his fingers and fell to the ground, and that foiled the 4th down attempt. So the ball is going to go over to St. Anne Pacelli, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that is not what SPU wanted to do with that.
Well, that's the second fumble snap. Remember, on the first one, Cash Walker had to come out of the game, and the backup quarterback was in, and he fumbled a snap like that. And this one, Cash Walker just literally, you could see him already turning his head to give the ball to Reeves when the ball hit his hands. And it just fell to the turf, and that's a helpless feeling. So Pacelli back on the field. A delayed give to DJ Colvin. And he's going to break across, and he's going to gain, let's see, looks like about 5 yards. Yeah, up to the 43-yard line. So a good gain on first down for DJ Colvin and the Vikings of Pacelli. So there will be 2 receivers to the left side. For the Vikings. Single back in the back outside, cuts back in. He's going to get positive yardage, and he's going to get up across the 45.
Thanks, Rich. A.J. Robinson, country music superstar on the way. And he goes here, too. You know that?
Yeah.
He's a Calvary Knight. He's
from
not
The
an alumni.
Voice.
He's actually here from The Voice.
To Calvary. Well, Calvary to the Voice, back to Calvary. Probably going to be in Nashville next. We'll see. Either way, now we're going to start off here second quarter from the 15-yard line.
Yes, we are.
After that big 32-yard dump off.
And they're going to flip field, so we're going to be
To
going
DT.
the opposite way now.
Bull back in the game in the backfield.
McGee, they're going to get it out. This time it's Shakari Harris, and Harris will be taken down immediately. Colton Caldwell will be the one that had the tackle for loss, and it's a loss of 5. It'll be second down and 15. I would wonder if sometimes when you got McGee in, would it be better off just going up the middle, getting 3 or 4, than trying to bounce stuff to the outside there?
Yeah, I think right there what they were trying to do is because they knew with McGee in the game, maybe Bethlehem was going to be looking up the middle. They tried to get him out wide, try to see if they could get him in space, but Bethlehem playing great sound defense, stayed at home, played their positions correct instead of being sucked into the middle, made a big play on the outside to get the 5-yard loss on that pass.
Braxton takes the snap. Going to throw it deep. And Talbot, one-on-one, there on the coverage. Jonathan Poole, and that's good defense by him. He threw it up to his guy, but this time Poole was able to knock it away 3rd and 15.
First incompletion of the ball game for Braxton Wilkinson there. Finished the first quarter with 181 passing yards.
Wow.
A great defense down there by the corner for Bethlehem, being able to stay with Sawyer Talbot, got up in the air, made the big play. As he'll swap with Bailey here and go solo on the right side as they got trips to the left. Actually, twins to the right now.
He's looked for Talbot here in these situations. Empty backfield. And he'll throw it. Caught! And he'll still stay on his feet, and that will be another Calvary Knights first down. He was able to find Caden Bowie.
Braxton stepped it up here this first game of the year.
He has, Mike. And again, Braxton able to step up. The guy was coming, the defensive end was coming for him and able to throw it quickly out of his hands. And you're just seeing a guy just playing good football right now.
I mean, 3rd and 15, didn't succumb to the situation there, kept a level head, had a big play down there towards the goal line.
We just had another young man not see the camera again. 1st and goal. I had a whole Kramer segment on that. Hand off to McGee. McGee makes one man miss. McGee loses the football. They didn't signal touchdown. And is it going to be a touchback? It is.
Got poked out from behind as he reached the goal line.
He tried to reach out.
He's trying to say he was down.
And he's saying he's either down or that he crossed the plane.
Unfortunately, no replay in high school football unless you're up in the big league, up in the playoffs. But
well, we'll look here. We can give you replay though. It's just hard to see. We'll go back again. And it's just we're so far away. He tries to reach over, and as he's reaching over, was he down? Either way, you're not changing it. So a bad break. Coach Brunson's beside himself, and Calvary's going to fumble that at the 2-yard line. And now Bethlehem will take over at their own 20. Tough one there. McGee just trying to get the second effort and not able to.
Yeah, just bad break. Couldn't tell if he just lost possession trying to reach out or somebody knocked his arm from behind. Either way, he's saying he was down, but there's no way to turn that one over there. It's going to be a fumble regardless, and now it's Bethlehem ball down 6 as they start from the 20.
Harrison Goodwin, handoff, Reed Jackson. Reed Jackson will be taken down immediately.
Other than that one big play on that last drive by Bethlehem Christian, it's been a good job by the Calvary defense so far tonight. If they can try to stuff that middle with the run game there, they've been able to play good defense defensively against the pass in the backfield and trying to get some pressure on the quarterback.
Good job by Griffin Snow.
He's going to line up now. Strong right, twins right.
And that will be a gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd down.
It's probably going to be about 3rd and 4 as they get up to about the 26-yard line now. So big 3rd down here for the Calvary defense. After the turnover, can they get the 3 and out, get the ball back after they got it all the way down inside the 3?
Yeah, can they get a big stop here? 3rd down and 5.
And looks like he's going to draw the defense offside on the hard count.
And Goodwin able to get the defensive line. Guilty target there was number 32 for Calvary, Roman Woolard.
Yeah, everybody was ready to go right there, and it's the first time we've seen Bethlehem go hard count, so perfect timing there. Good call by the coach over there out of Bethlehem, Georgia, to be able to make that big call. 3rd and 4, draws Calvary offsides to get 5 yards on a 1st down as they move up to the 31, and it's now 1st and 10.
And he will go deep. He's got a man, and it will overshoot him. Good defense and coverage.
Yeah, just tried to get the little fade right there. Just kind of threw it up down the left sideline, hoping his guy could get to it. Overthrew him about 4 or 5 yards. Good coverage regardless. Staying with him down the field. You had the safety coming over the top to try to come help, but by that time the ball had already dropped incomplete onto the ground to make it 2nd and 10 now from the 31.
Brookstone scores. It's 20-14 there in the 2nd. Goodwin. Handoff. Reed Jackson, and he's got a lot of space, and he goes 8 yards before he's even touched.
He gets it up to the 40 there. Ends up with a 9-yard gain. About the same as they ran that 37-yard one earlier where he's able to get down to the 1-yard line, just straight up the middle. Basically the same formation we've seen the entire ball game out of Bethlehem. They're going strong right, tight end lines up to the right, twins to the right as well. This time they went stack. But basically this time now they changed it up a little bit, go trips to the right now with a tight end to the left side.
3rd and short.
Expect to run up the middle here with 3rd and 1.
Jackson will get the ball again, and he will be taken down for a loss. And that was number 7 from Calvary Christian, St. Valentine. And it'll be 4th down, and wonder if they're going to go for it here at their own about 38.
So they're going to get them on forward progress, stop them at the 40.
Oh, come on.
So they're going to keep it there, 4th and 1.
So they're going
to go for it again.
Yeah. Coach Brunson got a new guy calling defense this year who's been a part of the program before.
Let's see if they try to go hard count again here as they did with 3rd and 4. See if they can try to draw Calvary off sides and get the easy 1st down.
He's already done it once on this drive.
And that's what they're trying to do here.
And timeout. Time is called. Coach Rod Robinson wants to talk it over. We'll take a break too. 7:42 here until the half. Calvary up by 6.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
All right, 4th down and punting situation. So they're trying to draw them off sides, not able to. I wouldn't want to give Calvary good field position. They've moved the ball the last 3 drives. And aside from that fumble, they would be 3 for 3 for 3 touchdowns.
I
after
still
that
look out
first
for a
punt.
hard count on a punt right here.
Yeah. And booming punt. An absolute rocket. Harris will take it at his own 15. Will bring it out to the 20, 25, 30. 35 blocking in front, still on his feet. Runs over a man, but flag. And I'm assuming holding.
Yeah, there's going to be a hold. You saw the arm wrap around the defender that time coming up. The coach is yelling from the sideline, don't touch him, don't touch him. He still got an arm around him that time, drew the 10-yard penalty. So it'll be a spot foul and probably bring him back to about the 27, 28-yard line.
Yeah, J-Rock thought he had open space there.
Flag on the play.
Good crowd on both sides of the stadium here tonight as Bethlehem traveled pretty well here with a lot of fans over there on that side of the field.
So another penalty will back them up, and they'll start at their own 32. Will Calvary and Braxton Wilkinson. No, 27. I don't know where I'm getting 32. I can't count, Mike.
It's the angle.
My math ain't mathing on that one. Hand off to Taylor. Nope. Braxton's going to keep it on the zone read. Sutter steps his way to the outside, and guess what?
Late flag.
Flag.
They're going to get a hold again, judging by the umpire, signaling to the referee. They're going to get that one up around the 34, 33-yard line, so it'll be 10 yards from there. He was already about 6, 7 yards upfield when he got the hold call on him, so that'll probably drop it back to about a 1st and 14. So now they're back to about the 23-yard line. 1st and 14 now upcoming for Calvary.
So 1st and 15 from the 23. Braxton. And he gets it out to Robert Bailey. Bailey gets 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, nice
that screen
play
pass
there.
worked there.
Yes, it did. Seemed like they kind of dropped back in coverage on that side there. Not a whole lot of pressure on him over there. You know Bailey's going to be the man when it comes to this bubble screens. We've seen that so far a couple times a day. But still, playing off on that side are the DBs for Bethlehem Christian. See if they try to make an adjustment defensively and get a little bit more man-to-man, maybe press on Bailey so far in the ball game.
Braxton gets it out. Harris has it 30, 35, 40, and taken down at the 45, but another big-time run. Great blocking by Sawyer Talbot, and a 1st down for the Knights.
Yeah, they're keeping that train a moving here for Calvary there as they keep continuing to move the ball. As long as they can stay away from those penalties. They started 2 drives of penalties so far today, but neither one of them have really done any damage. The only damage coming on that fumble down during the goal line on the last possession. See if they try to circumvent that this time and get a big score.
Handoff, Taylor. Taylor, big hole. And Taylor 5 yards there. Big hole by the offensive line. And it will be 1st down and 5. 2nd and 5, excuse me.
Yeah, it seems like that offensive line is starting to get their groove a little bit here.
It just seems like Braxton's got a lot of confidence right now, and everything's coming easy to him.
Yeah, the one incompletion today on that fade route into the end zone, it was just defended beautifully. Outside of that, he's just been in command here of the ball game so far.
Only one incompletion for the entire game so far. Over 200 yards passing. Braxton got a lot of time here. A lot of space. Is going to run. How about Braxton lowering his shoulder there? Doesn't get many yards, but able to get one. But shows you, and I saw him, he's gotten bigger.
Yes, he
this
has.
offseason. Braxton's been working out. Third down for Calvary.
Yeah, it seems like he's got a lot more confidence here. Saw nothing was downfield, did a good job. Tried to keep his eyes upfield the entire time. Got to the line of scrimmage, saw nothing was open, just decided to pull it down, at least get something positive out of it. Makes it 3rd and manageable here with 3rd and 4 coming up.
Taylor in the backfield. Look at Talbot. He's been his option along with Bowie. He loses the football, and it's on the ground, and Bethlehem's going to get it. No, they're going to call incomplete.
Yeah, throwing motion. His arm was in the motion of getting rid of the ball there when it slipped out of his hand. No tuck rule in high school.
It rained earlier today. We really hadn't seen much of an effect with the ball until right there. And so 4th down. And what now? I mean, the way your defense is playing.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to punt the ball here as you hear them yelling punt. Yeah, I've been impressed more with, I believe, 2 things I've been impressed with here. The way Calvary's been able to play defense against a good Bethlehem team and the way that offensive line has been able to block and protect Braxton Wilkinson all night long. That being the lone hiccup right there by Wilkinson. He couldn't help it. Ball just slips out of the hand, incomplete. And Bethlehem with 2 back to receive now.
Again, with it being incomplete.
Looks like they might have going for it there as they went to line up.
I mean, but again, if it's incomplete, it's not 4th and 10. They don't back the ball up. It's 4th and 5, 4th and 4. Maybe that's manageable. We'll take a break. When we come back, we got more. 4th down, 4:42 until the half. Calvary up 6.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
All right, 4th down. And it looks like they're going to go for it. McGee's in the game. And how about the Calvary Christian student section, fan base? It is a packed house here. Heck, Bethlehem brought a decent crowd. And the Knights at the Bethlehem 49 on 4th down.
See if they go play action here, fake the dive to McGee and see if they can get somebody open behind the linebackers, if they can draw them up.
Braxton over the middle. Open is Sawyer Talbot, wide open. And a 1st down by Calvary. Busted coverage there by Bethlehem. Braxton finding Talbot quickly. And a 1st down for Calvary. They're in business now.
Another big 17-yard gain. That time gets them down to the 34-yard line. Braxton has just been able to read this defense like a book so far here in the first half.
Braxton, handoff, McGee, tough 4 yards on 1st down.
He just leans forward and gets a couple there, gets positive, and it's going to be 2nd and 7 now. Just keeping that Bethlehem Christian defense honest by being able to tote the rock down here with Bull in the backfield. And they've got another running back in here, 3rd running back of the day for Calvary. This time it'll be Karan Thomas back there. As you see him go bunch trips to the right.
Bowie to the left. And a handoff. 1st down. Moore on his feet still. Past the 20, pulling Bethlehem defenders. And another Calvary Christian 1st down. Karan Thomas on the run there. And they're starting to establish that run game, Mike, and that's when they get dangerous.
Yes, it is. Able to go back and forth between the pass and run. Bethlehem unable to just pin their ears up front and get upfield trying to stop the pass with the defensive coverage. Now they have to look for those run block and those fit schemes on the defensive side of the ball. So keep them guessing, and you can run what you want to on the offensive side.
Braxton fires to Bailey, and nothing there.
That'll get him about 3 yards
Maybe,
on that
yeah,
one.
a couple yards. Closer to 5. Positive. I thought it was a little bit more close to where the original line of scrimmage was. They actually did better than I thought. So it'll be 2nd down and 5, Mike.
Looks like there might be a penalty over there somewhere against Bethlehem Christian, maybe, with the way their reaction.
Well, the Calvary sideline thinks illegal substitution.
See what the discussion's about here. I didn't see any laundry on the field, but just heard the whistle. Oh, his helmet came off, so they're having to substitute a defensive player for Bethlehem.
So after conversation, everybody's on the same accord, and we'll have 2nd down and 5 from about the 13, actually closer to the 10. Taylor in the backfield. Braxton. Hand off Taylor. Taylor bounce to the outside. No, reverses field. Goes back up the middle. And again, makes something out of nothing. It'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, was able to put that foot down and change directions on a dime and get back to the right side there. At least make something positive out of there because they had a wall of defenders by Bethlehem Christian on that left side. He was able to get upfield, get about 3 on there, get down to the 8-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Just been impressed so far offensively for Calvary. The Bull comes back in with short yardage.
Yeah.
And we'll get a timeout by Bethlehem Christian here with 3rd and 2 coming up from the 8-yard line.
We'll take a break. We got a halftime show with Richard Holtridge coming up next, presented by Columbus Lions. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
All right, we're back here. 3rd down and short. We calling him the Bus? What are we calling him?
I'm going to stick with Bull. That's his nickname.
The Bull. Bull in the backfield with Brian. Sawyer, Talbot, Robert, Bailey on the far side. Harris and Bowie to the near. Braxton is going to take off and run, and will get right at the 1st down marker. Now he moves. They're going to say he's short. I can see where the guy's foot's at.
I see the guy over here on this side on the line. Looks like he's just inside the 7.
I would think.
Looks like maybe have a cramp on the field now. One of the receivers for Calvary.
I'm definitely handing off the Bull. I'm handing off to Jordan McGee and the McGee.
Oh, yeah. He had the lead block that time. It seems like one of the guys for Bethlehem just kind of dove in under and took the legs out of Wilkinson. Dropped him down about a yard shy of the 1st down. So it'll be now coming up 4th and 1 from the 7. And this will be the 12th play of the drive right now for Calvary Christian. And it looks like catching the cramp right there. Robert Bailey seems to be fine. He's back up on his feet after getting stretched out there, but had to sit out of play now.
2014, Brookstone and Westfield almost at the half. Epity and Pacelli tied at 7 at the half. And we are 1:53 here from the half. And it'll be 4th down and short. McGee, the short yardage back in the backfield. You know, Braxton started his career over at Northside, got some valuable experience in playing time playing in the higher classification, and a really good coach, Coach Oropeza. Transfers over here to Calvary. Has kind of an up and down year last year because of the offensive line the team did. And handoff to McGee. McGee is going to get a 1st down.
They went Wildcat that time. You saw Braxton Wilkinson go out and motion to the right, direct snap to Bull.
I would tell you, made me nervous, especially last time Bull had it. He fumbled in the end zone. But Braxton able to get the 1st down. Now his senior year, you know, he's not out to prove anything. He thinks he knows how talented he is. And he says, now with a good offensive line, I kind of feel and know my teammates better. I know the offense better. And you're starting to see everything come into fruition. 1st down. And goal. Braxton, handoff, McGee. McGee almost loses the football there. Regathers it. That would have been a big-time fumble. 1:30 and counting. I know Coach Brunson would love nothing more, Mike, than a touchdown right before the half here.
Yeah, they're ripping at the ball now. Knowing Bull, after that first one, he'll come out now. He's susceptible to the fumble after that last possession.
Yeah.
Couple of bobbles on the last 2 plays, able to retain it. But right now they're going to get him out and bring Taylor back into the game at running back and see what they do here with 2nd and goal from the 4.
Braxton. Braxton looks for Taylor. Taylor catches it and will be just short. But a flag comes out near what I thought would – oh, they're going to get holding.
Yeah, they're going to get
I
holding
thought they
on
potentially
Snow.
roughing the passer, but they're going to get holding on Griffin Snow there.
Yeah, on the trail block there, trying to keep the guy from chasing Braxton down. Ends up getting his hands on the jersey outside of the chest.
Yeah, that's a big-time holding penalty.
That's going to be a 10-yard loss here with under a minute to go in the first half. That'll probably bring them back to about the 14, so it'd make it 2nd and goal from the 14-yard line here after that 10-yard loss on the penalty. Which we've seen a lot of 15 to 20-yard plays by Calvary tonight, so 14 not out of the realm of possibilities here for Calvary. They're going to bring them back even further.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to go by a spot foul here.
Jeez.
And it's going to go all the way back to the 22-yard line, 23.
Wow.
So that turns into a 19-yard penalty.
That is a big-time penalty. And it'll bring up 2nd down, though. Still only 2nd down, but it's 2nd down from the 22. And they got to get to the goal line. Empty backfield. Braxton, they're coming after him. Braxton rolls out. Braxton's got a lot of room, and he flips it over to Bowie. May have just taken off and run there, Mike, but he was trying to get Bowie the football if he was paying attention, and it'll be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, it seemed like he saw wide open space, but then maybe thought too much about the clock going down, didn't want to run out of time there. But they have timeouts on the board. He could have taken off, got about 10 of that maybe with that open field on the left side. With them running down the left side there, he was taking off, had the back to him, so the DB didn't see him either. So he could have easily gotten 10 to 12 yards and maybe got half of that back. Make it a manageable 3rd and goal, but here it is from the 23-yard line. So we got 3rd and goal coming up here after the incompletion with 40 seconds left in the first half. Coming off the field now, so it'll be trips to the left, twins to the right, 5 wide, nobody in the backfield with Wilkinson back in the gun.
Braxton takes it, fires Harris. Harris got it to 20, 15. Still on his feet, the 10. Harris taken out of bounds at the 6, and it'll be 4th down from the 6 with 32 seconds left. Mike, what are you doing here?
Right now, it's going to be hard to figure out what to do with it being 4th and goal. 32 seconds left in the first half. Do you try to go ahead and put a dagger in it and try to go for it? It looks like they're going to bring out the kicker and try to get 3 points at least and make it a 2-score ball game before the half. So it looks like they're going to bring out the kicker. It's going to be Logan Whitley coming out. Try to put 3 on the board. Had 1 extra point get blocked earlier. Made the last one to make it a 13-0 ball game at that point. 13-7 right now. This could put them up by 9 in 2 scores before the half.
And that will be right through.
Left hash, and he's good. A 20-yard field goal.
Yeah, 16-7 is your score. 26 seconds will stay here.
That was a 16-play drive to get the field goal there by Calvary, and they took up a lot of that second quarter. As we're down now, Bethlehem Christian will get the ball now. 26 seconds left to go in the first half. It's 16-7.
All right. Let's take a look at some of the sponsors for Calvary Knights. This is, again, for Calvary Knights Athletics. I want to say thank you to all those sponsors for what they do. Whitley, who just kicked the field goal, has Calvary up by 9. Could easily be, with those 2 drives, they could be up 28-7 at this point, Mike. But a fumble and then a and then a penalty set them back where they had to kick a field goal instead of getting a touchdown. And that will be returned and taken down, and Bethlehem will have it with 20 seconds left at their own 25.
Yeah, about 19 seconds left. They'll get it at the 26, so that's where they'll start their last possession of the first half here. Let's see if they just go ahead and put a knee down on it and go ahead and go to the locker room and try to make something out of this second half, see if they can make some adjustments being down 9. As they get ready to break the huddle here, let's see what they plan to do here. If they try to get something out of this or just take a knee and take it to the locker room with less than 20 seconds to go.
Goodwin with Jackson in the backfield. Reed throws it to Jackson out of the backfield. And there, number 19, Levi Stokes. If he didn't lose his footing, may have had a pick 6, Mike.
Yeah, it seemed like he got a little bit hyped up with the ball coming right at him, lost his footing there. He wanted to turn upfield before he caught it. Could have been a big one there to end the first half. Looks like they're going to set it down now as you see him setting back. So you'll see him down it here on this one, and we'll get ready to go to the half with a 16-7 Calvary lead.
And they're just going to take a knee, and that's going to be the end of the half. Calvary up by 9. We're going to get an interview with Coach Brunson and Richard Holdridge here in just a little bit. But Braxton Wilkinson, efficient, able to run the football, and the Knights are up by 9. Defense playing lights out. And if you're Coach Brunson, you got to like where you're at. We'll go down to Richard Holdridge in just a second. He'll have Emmanuel Brunson.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Back here at FPD, we are getting ready. The teams are warming up now for the second half. And Braden, a really good first quarter, entertaining first quarter, and then the defenses took over in the second quarter.
Absolutely. Quick scores on both sides of the ball to start us off. Like you said, it's just been a defensive battle. We've seen a lot of great defensive plays from both Vikings, and Carino just getting his hand on the ball for Pacelli and forcing those fumbles. But also FPD's has some great defensive stops as well.
They really have. These two defenses have gotten after these offenses and they're shut down. They've been.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog, Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your Calvary Christian Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Nathan Barrier, with assistance by Michael Dodson. Fine Arts Director is Lauren Wood. Drumline Captain is Henry Maxey. Band Captain is Luca Getzinger. And drum major is Karina Silva. One more round of applause for our Calvary Christian Marching Band.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it, and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different highest schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at MikeCostelloLawFirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we're covering Calvary Christian hosting Bethlehem Christian Academy. 16-7 is your score, 9-point lead for Calvary. Big offensive showing here for Braxton Wilkinson and the team. As I sit here with Coach Jay Sparks, the athletic director at Calvary Christian. How you doing tonight, Coach?
Good. Very happy right now.
I bet you are. We know you from when you were coaching basketball at CSU, now here at Calvary Christian, leading the athletic department. Winning. It's always a feeling good story. Right now it's halftime. What do you think Coach Brunson and those guys really need to focus on here in this second half to maintain the lead and try to walk away with a W?
Regardless of what the score is, there are good things that happened in the first half, but there's some that weren't so good. And I really believe if he's doing what he needs to do, he's really concentrated on the things they didn't do very well. And that could be on both sides of the ball, not just offense, defense, special teams, whatever. They need to shore it up so that they can be a better defensive team or better offensive team in order to hold on to the lead.
Yeah, and I agree with you there. A couple of penalties, stalled a couple of drives, slowed them down a little bit. You had the turnover down near the goal line, the big penalty when they were down. It would have been down first and goal at the 3. Turned out to be back to the 23-yard line. 16-9 ball game. 16-7 ball game. You've got a 9-point lead. But if you look at the stats alone, Calvary, 252 yards through the air by Braxton Wilkinson, another 35 on the yards on the ground, holding Bethlehem to just 64 yards of total offense. You'd expect it to be a bigger score, so that's what you think Coach Brunson should probably focus on right now, trying to eliminate those mistakes and it should be a bigger lead than it is. You've got the lead, but it should be bigger. Try to motivate these kids and try to eliminate those mental errors.
Well, just like I would say to a women's basketball team, turnovers are mighty important. And every time that you have one, that's one less opportunity you have to score. Unfortunately for Calvary, they turned it over as they're trying to get into the end zone. And that one hurts. And, you don't turn it over that time, you have a bigger lead, no question about it. But still, there's plenty to be happy about.
Yes.
And there's still plenty to be working on. And first game jitters, first game, that everything's not going to be just perfect out there. So let's try to do the best we can to shore it up.
Yeah, and you see just a little bit of difference in the team here. You've got a couple of guys coming in. Bull McGee came in this year playing a little bit of running back, defensive line. You got the two brothers playing on the offensive line who've made I feel like it's been the big MVP, the big star of the game so far is that offensive line because Braxton Wilkinson has had time to read this defense like a book so far in the first half. I feel like if they can maintain that, stay on top of it. Brunson stays on top of that offense, keeps the guns up, keeps the pressure on Bethlehem Christian. I feel like it could end up being a big story here in the second half.
Well, their passing game, they have the quick hitters, which is really good for an offensive lineman.
Yes.
And then they have the deep throws, which puts pressure on the offensive lineman. And so it's obvious when Braxton has that time to throw. And, yes, he throws the ball very well.
Yes.
And he's having a good half. But you got to know that Bethlehem's going to do something a little different. So can we adjust to whatever they do differently to try to put more pressure on him?
And that's going to be the key right there, adjustments. Can you counteract what adjustments Bethlehem Christian makes? It's been a joy to have you here during the halftime show, Coach Sparks. Again, 16-7, Calvary with the lead as we get ready to end the halftime. Get ready for second half action as Calvary Christian will be kicking it off to Bethlehem. See if they can maintain that 9-point lead and try to get the ball back. Again, Coach Jay Sparks, legend around here in the Columbus area. Thank you again, Coach.
Well,
glad to have you on here.
Thank y'all for having me, and go Calvary.
Oh, yeah, go Calvary tonight, baby. And we'll be back in just a moment here as we take a break and get ready for second half action on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck. Costello.
And we are at halftime here at Calvary, 16-7 over Bethlehem Christian. Touchdown run by McGee, a touchdown pass from Braxton Wilkinson to Sawyer Talbot. And around the GIAA, it is week 1 in GIAA. We have got John Millage as the defending 3A champions leading Brentwood 21-7. Tatnall all over Gatewood at the half. You can catch that game on Middle Georgia Sports Live. At the half, Mount DeSales in the Battle of Macon, taking on Central Fellowship, who's now a 3A school. And then we've got Westfield taking on Brookstone, 27-14 at the half. And then Pacelli, in the third quarter, has just taken the lead over First Presbyterian Day. Like I mentioned, it is week 1 in the GIAA, and we've got a ton of great games all around the state. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take a break. And we got the second half of this one. Calvary leading Bethlehem Christian 16-7. Back after this, it's the Master Wall Calvary Game of the Week on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Master Wall CEO Steve Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, Steve, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Master Wall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now an award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer Bulldog Coach right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
How about Big Rich, man? Someone else just gave him a pat on the back. He get a pat on the back for one rob. I'm getting sick of Rich. Tired of him, man. He's doing too much of a good job. Somebody get him, man.
Place.
Tell him to stop doing his job and get on my nerves. He's supposed to be screwing this company.
I say, what's more valuable than a Swiss Army knife? That's what we got to figure out for Rich.
I'm pointing at him right now. I'm literally pointing at him right now. All right, 16-7. Braxton, 19 of 22, over 200 yards. He's been great. And then they've been able to run the football when they needed to. Aside from a fumble at the one and then a penalty that kind of derailed the drive, they ended up getting a field goal. It could be 28-7 right now. I've been really impressed with Calvary, and their defense has been really good too.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal being able to watch play here. And me as a big guy, I know we said it during the first half, but watching this offensive line work and give Braxton all the time. This is not the Braxton we saw. He's got an arm. He showed athleticism last year and a great pinpoint precision, but he's been able to read this defense, go up and down the field, make the big plays, and that offensive line is giving him all the time in the world to do it.
Say that 3 times fast. Pinpoint precision.
Pinpoint precision.
Yeah, like last year's my call of pinpoint pass.
And it's been crazy, too, because you look at not just the score, but 277 yards on 40 plays for Calvary. Bethlehem's only had it for 17 plays and 64 yards. So you know that turnover in the end zone when Bull tried to dive over and get it. And then that penalty, again, should be a 3-4 score game. But you got to do what you got to do here. It's first half, first game. Make the adjustments.
Pacelli leading FPD right now they were up 14-7. They scored on the opening drive of the half. And then FPD is now an extra point away from tying it there. But Brookstone and Westfield. That's the game that has really been shocking.
Yes.
The Hornets up 27-14.
Win Hoots and the boys down there in Perry, Georgia, ready for this one, first ball game of the season. Trying to get the big upset against last year's state runner-up in Brookstone. See if they can try to hold on to it in the second half, see if Brookstone has something up their sleeve to come back.
We still got 3 more minutes, so we'll take a brother break, pay some bills, keep the lights on in this place. Got to keep it going on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are. And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, girl.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Welcome back, everyone. 16-7 Calvary going to kick it off. Defensively, though, lights out, man. I like the defensive line, but really the secondary has not allowed any explosive plays. And we're underway here, second half, Calvary and Bethlehem Christian. And he's got a convoy in front. Will be tripped up at the 35 is Matthew McGee. And we'll see Harrison Goodwin and company. Let's go over their first half stats, Mike.
Yeah, we'll look at it there. Offensively, Bethlehem Christian just ran 17 plays, 64 yards total, or 67, my apologies. 11 carries, 64 yards, 1 for 6 through the air for just 3 yards is all they had. So 67 yards, 17 plays. Calvary doing a good job here of holding down the fort. 37 coming on that one play.
I was about to say, if not for the one big play by Reed Jackson, Bethlehem's done nothing offensively. So can Calvary continue the dominance? Jackson in the backfield. Handoff to Reed. Reed up the middle. Reed's a tough, hard runner. Fast feet, kind of elusive. And I expect a heavy dosage of 11 here in this second half. Bethlehem not doing a real good job establishing really anything offensively in that first half. But Reed Jackson was the one bright spot when he was able to get the football.
And again, looks like we got a little bit of miscommunication for the officials. One lined up on the 45, one on the 46. You know where they spot it? The 47. So we're going to figure this one out. First game of the year for everybody. 2nd and 3 now for Bethlehem.
And Goodwin caught. First down. Nice pass. Able to find Hayden Mezzles, one of the return guys, and Bethlehem will move the chains, and they're in Calvary territory.
So nice little gain there on the pass play. Got him about 12 yards that time. So now they're in Calvary territory for the first time since early in the second quarter.
Godwin. And I keep wanting to call him Godwin when it's Goodwin. But false start. Back him up 5 yards. 2nd and 15. 1st and 15, excuse me.
So big one there. Put him back at midfield now. Let's see what kind of defense they play here. It kind of takes the run game out of it a little bit there, but still might see him try to go at the middle on the midline here.
Mike, you were able to catch up with a longtime coach in this area, legendary athletic director who is now back out of retirement and stepping into that role here at Calvary, Jay Sparks. He said it's been a fun last couple of weeks and looking forward to a great year this year. Goodwin's going to go deep. Just throws it up for grabs, and it's almost intercepted. Robert Bailey was there. Good coverage. Not a great throw. Wobbly.
Yeah.
And I just gave too much air underneath it there, Mike, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, I believe he could have come away with it. He saw himself getting kind of close to the sideline, wanted to try to tiptoe and stay inside the line. In doing so, kind of bobbled the ball, brought it down, but still a great play defensively, coming over from the safety position up top, giving his corner a little bit of help on that deep out. Let's see here now with 2nd and 15 what Bethlehem tries to do if they try to go back to that run play up the middle.
2nd down. 15.
Had a little flinch on the right guard, no call.
And that one's going to be over the head of Easton McEver.
Yeah, not really a strength of the Bethlehem offense so far. We've seen a couple times, a couple of overthrows on some open passes there, especially on the screens out wide. See if they can try to settle down here. 1 for 3 in the first half after going 1 for 6 in the first. 1 for 3 in the second, so 2 for 9 now in the ball game. Trying to throw the ball through the air. As they exchange a couple of defensive linemen here, looking to pin those ears back and get in the backfield with 3rd and 15 upcoming.
Who's going to pin their ears back and go out and make a play?
Got a
false start. It'll be 3rd down and now about 20. And I think the Calvary defense is kind of salivating at this opportunity here.
Kind of makes you want to go like the old Philadelphia Eagles defense, go with the wide 9s on the outside and just crash down and try to crush those tackles to get back to the quarterback. I think Mr. Snow is going to try to make a big play here from that left edge. About 6'4", 6'5", has the length and the strength back there to get to the backfield. Let's see if he can get to the quarterback, make a big sack.
Goodwin. Pump fakes, taken down for a sack.
Bull McGee.
And there's Jordan McGee on a big-time play, and it'll be 4th down and a mile. How about Calvary getting after him and Jordan making a play on the defensive end?
Showing off the athleticism, coming from the 3 technique on the left side, was able to chase him down as they rolled left over there to the other side of the field. Getting to the quarterback, big sack, 4-yard loss, makes it 4th and 24 now.
4th and 25. Bailey and Jakari Harris.
Bad snap.
Bad snap. Overhead of the punter. He tries to kick it. It's still loose. He's trying to pick it up. And the Calvary Knights are going to take over near the 5. And it could not have turned into a better set of sequence for Calvary. And they're going to get inside 1st and goal. Bad snap there, Mike. I turned my head down for 2 seconds.
Yeah, 35-yard loss on that snap right there. Gets it all the way down to the 6-yard line where Calvary will now take over.
The Knights have been in this position twice. The last 2 times, a fumble and a field goal when they've been this close inside the 5. Can they finally capitalize on great field position? And that was all by the product of the defense.
So 1st and goal from the 6 here. See if they can try to got the turnover earlier by coughing up the ball in the end zone. Got a turnover back now. See if they can take advantage and make it a 3-score ball game.
Braxton. Handoff, McGee. And he just kind of rolls over.
So he might lose one on that one.
Stop by number 60, Lowry for Bethlehem Christian.
So now 2nd and goal from about the 7 for Calvary. See if they try to do a little cross between the 2 on the outside over here on the left. Actually, he'll go in motion.
And Wilkinson on the zone read will be taken down. And
first pressure of the day. Try to go with a little bit of the fake sweep over there. A little bit of time consuming. Able to get Bethlehem back in the backfield and get the big sack to put him back down around the 11-yard line. So now 3rd and goal from the 11 after that sack.
3rd and goal from the 11-yard line.
3rd and goal.
Sawyer Talbot all by himself on the right side now with trips to the left.
Third down from the about 10. He's signaling something to Sawyer. Snap. He's going to throw it up. Bowie's there and almost comes down with it, incomplete.
Tried to time that jump, had it up in the air. Unable to do anything with it, though. Good play. Just couldn't bring it down. We got a couple of whistles being blown. Not sure what for here. Looks like the new tackle, one of the brothers coming out of the game here.
We got a Houston Clinic injury timeout.
Yeah, we got a receiver down there near the goal line down for Calvary. Looks like another cramp.
We'll take a break. Calvary, 4th and goal, looking to kick a field goal here. 7:53 in the third. Be right back after this.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. You see it and answer the thirst, but never thirsty. Sprite, the clear favorite.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Play a Coke. We're back here, and that is a blocked field goal that's going to be a scoop and a score for Bethlehem Christian. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry about that. And what a play and a turn of events. A blocked field goal turned into a touchdown for Bethlehem Christian.
Yeah, not what you want there. 16-7. You already had an extra point blocked early in the ball game. Had a field goal to end the first half for Calvary. Come out, you get the turnover on the bad snap on the punt. Start the game off, start the possession off at the 6. Lost the yard on a run play. Got sacked for 4 yards. Made it 3rd and goal from the 11. Incomplete pass. You go for the field goal. Now they run it back. That's an 89-yard difference there on the field goal. Block, scoop, score for Bethlehem Christian. And it's now 16-13 Calvary with the extra point ensuing here for Bethlehem Christian. Try and make this a 2-point ball game. That's 2 big mistakes right there. Actually, 3, you think about it, throughout the ball game that have cost Calvary so far in this game. Still with the lead. Still can try to make something out of it here as we're about halfway through the third quarter almost. And that one's going to be through the uprights and good. And it's now 16-14 after the big block field goal. Ran back for a touchdown by number 5, Braden Caldwell for Bethlehem Christian. 7:38 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after the kickoff here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Life's a cruise, that's the move.
Welcome back, everyone. Here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, 16-14. Man, Calvary, 3 possessions. They've had it in the red zone, Mike. A blocked field goal, and a fumble. And it's 16-14. It could be a lot worse. And how about a nice play by number 4, Coron Thomas, and good field position by Calvary, but kind of deflating there, but see if they can't bounce back and get another drive going. They're moving the football, Mike. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
They're just hitting that wall when it seems like they get inside the 10.
Yeah, just mental mistakes. You expect a couple of them first game of the season, but you don't want it to cost you the game when you should easily have the win. Over 200 yards difference, 250 yards difference on offense here between the two teams, and it's a 2-point game. You wouldn't expect that. 270 yards of offense for Calvary, almost 0, close to about 30 yards for Bethlehem Christian. Let's see if Calvary can kind of capitalize here, keep their mental aspect about them, and take another score here to the end zone.
And handoff is going to be to Harris, and he'll be taken down for a massive loss, 5 yards, and it's 1st and 15. That momentum meter, it's a fickle thing, man. Very bipolar. It can switch in a hurry. Right now, it's pointing in the direction of the Knights from Bethlehem.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things. Can they hunker down and try to overcome that stuff? Keep the mentality about them. Keep the optimism. Keep the momentum on their side. They can't lose focus at this point. Still early in this ball game. You're not even halfway through the third quarter. You're up 2. No sense in hanging ahead. Go ahead and hunker down and make a play here.
Braxton gonna go deep. Got Robert Bailey and dives just off the fingertips. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, that would have been huge there. Just about another 7-8 inches of airtime would have got him a damn big play there. Bailey stretched out, unable to make it. As you see the left tackle coming out, being substituted in there, kind of hobbling over there. Not sure if he got hit in a bad area, it looks like, as he came to the sideline. As we'll set it up here now, 3rd and 15 from the Calvary 46. 5 wide.
Braxton, can he make a play? Takes a snap. Rolls out. Still looking. He's got to go out of bounds. Good coverage. Didn't really have nowhere to go with it. Was trying to maybe find number 2, but it'll be 4th down, and it's going to be a punting situation now for the Calvary Knights.
Yeah, another loss of 2 there. There's a little bit of a delayed blitz through the A-gap by Bethlehem Christian. Caused Braxton Wilkinson to try to roll out to his left and make a play, unable to find anybody downfield. Just kind of tucked it and ran to the sideline. No turnover that time, but now they have to punt it, 3 and out, after that big field goal block and a touchdown by Bethlehem. That's why they say there's 3 parts to the football: offense, defense, special teams. And special teams has cost them a touchdown here to make it a 2-point game. See if they can bounce back with this punt. Get the defense, cause another 3 and out.
Braxton, big-time punt, will be returned by Matthew McGee. McGee makes a couple of people miss, and there goes Matthew McGee before he's taken down from behind. by number 24 for the Calvary Knights, Lawson Lynn, and Bethlehem.
Bethlehem.
Bethlehem will start over at their own 30. Presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Coca-Cola Houston Clinic, a Mike Hostelo. We'll have the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game following this. That first quarter was presented by State Farm, Carroll Purdue.
Here we go, 30-yard line. Let's see if Calvary kind of step it up on defense here. They've been able to do a great job all night.
Thank you again to Columbus Lions, the official provider for the ticker and halftime. Thank you to Roger Beck. What a season it was for the Columbus Lions, and it's going to be year number 2 even better. You can go ahead and visit online. Go ahead and get your season ticket passes now when they're affordable and cheap, because they're the biggest thing in town starting in 2027. ColumbusLions.com. First down for Calvary. For Bethlehem at the 30.
Had a little stoppage in play, not sure what for. There was no flag, no movement of the ball. Seemed like they just needed to get reset somehow. Maybe there was an equipment issue, chin strap.
Even with all the mishaps on offense so far and in special teams, the defense has not given up any big plays and able to stop Reed Jackson for about 6 yards, Mike. And even with the touchdown that makes it a 2-point game, that came off a block kick.
Yeah.
Bethlehem's not been able to move the football even here in the second half, but you got to think they start wearing down that Calvary defense since they're on the field a lot.
Yeah, they came in just 67 yards in the first half, and after their first couple of drives, actually lost yardage, especially after that big snafu on the punt, dropped about 35 yards off there, so still in double digits for Bethlehem offensively here.
And Reed Jackson will hand it off, and he'll be taken down for a loss. Big number 90 on a stop. How about Griffin Snow able to get it in on the tackle? And it'll bring it up 3rd down and 5.
Big play here. Not a whole lot of threat on the passing game by Bethlehem so far today, but you still got to keep your wits about you defensively in the secondary. Look out for a dump off, maybe a screen. Quarterback could roll out and try to find somebody in an open area in the zone coverage.
Goodwin is just going to throw it up for grabs. It's going to be intercepted by Robert Bailey. Robert Bailey makes a man miss. Robert Bailey going down the sideline, and he will take it in for a Calvary touchdown. And a big play defensively by the Calvary Christian Knights, but there is a flag.
So we got a flag, late flag. It's going to be after the play, it seems like. Also got an injured Knight for Calvary on the field right here. But not sure if it was a crackback, maybe got hit behind. We didn't see what happened there as he's staying down around the 25-yard line.
But we've seen Goodwin do that a couple times this game.
Yeah.
Hitting it as he lets it go, or just really throwing it up for grabs. That one, another wobble throw up in the air, and all Robert Bailey had to do was just sit back and wait on it, and takes it to the house. And you see the speed and elusiveness from number 3. But we got a Houston Clinic injury timeout right now. I'm hoping cramp.
Seems like so. They're stretching his leg. He's back up on his feet. That's actually Bull McGee.
Yeah. But how about the play from the Calvary defense? We just talked about it. Offensively, you've made some mistakes. Defense is not broke yet. And then Robert Bailey gives you a pick 6.
Yeah, being chased down by the defense. Instead of just trying to get rid of it, he just throws it up in the air. Bailey playing center field back there at free safety. Saw the ball wobbling up there. Duck commander came up, made the grab. Took it to the house. Couple of elusive moves down the right sideline there. Trying to see if they're going to. Looks like they're not going to call the touchdown.
Yeah,
they're going to say that was a flag.
They got a block in the back is what we're hearing right now.
It took him about 8 seconds after the touchdown to throw the flag. So I'm trying to figure. I thought it was a post-play penalty.
Yep, they got block in the back on Calvary on the return. And the Knights fans don't like that call.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of them there. A little bit of a delayed flag that time as it was thrown about 6-7 seconds after the ball crossed the end zone. That's what made me think it was a post-play penalty, but instead he's going to call block in the back around the 12. And that's going to probably move him back to about the 27 now.
Penalty.
Seems like we've had a cut.
We'll look back on the replay.
I know it's been the first game of the year, but it looks like a couple questionable calls so far by this officiating crew.
So they're going to get the block in the back, I guess, on Griff there.
But nobody was touched.
But
as we see.
Can't. That was. We'll keep looking at it.
I think he blocked
where's
Casper.
In the block? I mean,
yeah, he blocked Casper in the back on that one.
Where are we getting the block in the back? Again, everyone's shaking off the cobwebs.
Yeah.
It's happening, but that looked like a phantom call.
And anytime, and I'm not one to assume, but anytime you have an official on one sideline throw the flag, it's usually he's being
baited.
He's been baited into it. The coaching staff is in his ear. They probably yelled something as soon as one of their players fell, and it talked the referee into throwing that flag. Because like I said, it was 5 seconds after Robert Bailey crossed the goal line when the flag was thrown in the air.
Sometimes just eat that flag. Even if you feel like it in the moment. If you're late, eat it, learn from it. Trying to overcompensate and throwing it 10 seconds late, especially on a play that could call back a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's tough. But Braxton Wilkinson and company will take over inside the 25. Can the offense get it in the end zone and go up by 2 scores again? Snap. Trying to set up a screen pass. He doesn't have anywhere to go with it. Now he's going to take off a run. No, he's going to throw it in the end zone, and it's
looks like they might call defensive, little bit of illegal contact downfield on Taylor as he was trying to get upfield of the running back. So it's going to be defensive illegal contact, it looks like.
Either that or holding. And you're leaning towards.
But we have another flag on the field.
The announcer, Craig Russell. With a sigh after another flag on the field.
And you can see offensive lineman for Calvary kind of pleading with the official there. It seems like he's probably upset. It's about the third time he's had to come out of the game, maybe getting hit a little bit low there. As you see him grabbing the back of his leg again here.
We have an injured Calvary player. Another injury timeout.
And that's Jeff Brzezinski. One of the transfers that came in this year.
Jeff, a really good athlete, and that could be a big loss. He's grabbing his hamstring right now. We hope he's okay. And the penalty is on Bethlehem. You were right, Mike. So that's going to be an automatic first down, it'll be first and goal now for Calvary. We have seen this, though.
Yeah.
The Knights got to get in the end zone here. The last 3 trips inside the red zone, fumble, field goal, and a block kick for a touchdown.
Yeah, an electric first half by Calvary has kind of been nullified, a little slow down here in the second half as we're down to about 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Not a whole lot of movement on the offensive side for Calvary so far. Let's see if they can try to do something here after that big interception. Now they got first and goal from the 9. Trips to the left.
Braxton with Taylor in the backfield. In motion is Harris. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor up the middle. Got blocked in the front. Taylor walks in for a touchdown. Griffin Snow got in the way of the Bethlehem defender. And a nice juke by Mr. Taylor. And the freshman gets in. And Calvary finally gets on the board to make it 22-14.
Big time for the first touchdown of his career here in high school for DT, the freshman running back. And it's kind of showing you kind of see it so far in this ball game. They've had the mistakes, but you see the balance on offense this year that they didn't have last year. Being able to run the ball, even though they haven't had the really big plays offensively in the ground game, they've been able to get enough yards to be able to keep Bethlehem Christian on their toes defensively, whether through the air or on the ground, so they're not able to just pin their ears back and go after Braxton in the backfield. Right there shows with DT getting the big touchdown scamper on 9 yards, and it puts Calvary back up 22-14 here with the extra point.
Great move by Taylor and a big-time drive there by Calvary. After the interception, the extra point is up and good. Calvary, 23. Bethlehem Christian, 14. We'll take a break. We got 4:28 left here in the third on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
Welcome back, everyone. Pacelli driving here late in the fourth, down 7. They're in the white. You can watch it on Middle Georgia Sports Live. See what's going down there. Brookstone right now down 27-14, and Westfield looking to score again. One man misses, and hard-nosed run by Hayden Mezzles.
Looks like we might get another block in the back here as an official throws a little bit of laundry on the field, and then another flag back here after the play.
Some extracurricular.
Let's see who that one's going to be on if they end up negating one another. Offset penalties here on this kickoff. What they'll probably end up doing is since that one was after the play, they'll probably get the block in the back down here around the 31, which will push them back to the 16. And then the other 15, if it's on Calvary, puts them back. So it'll probably just end up staying around the 31-yard line. If they're both against separate teams. If both of them are against Bethlehem, it's going to be probably, I'd say, around the 8-yard line is where it's going to start. But actually, they're going to call personal foul on Calvary. And not even sure if there was a flag over here. That guy just picked it up, no signal. I guess he just decided, never mind. Y'all already got him on one.
Refs are just having a tough time here.
Yeah.
Coach Brunson.
Nah, he's over there saying, it was, I don't think he knows. He's just going off what he was told by somebody else.
Right now it's second-hand information, third-hand information. Everybody's looking around at each other.
He's like, oh, y'all already threw the flag? Never mind. Okay, never mind. I'll just pick mine up.
By the way, the chains are going the wrong direction. You got one chain guy. I mean, just everybody's all over the place. Now they're moving it back. They are marking a penalty, so Bethlehem will start inside the 45 at the 43.
Yeah. And what should be a 15-yard personal foul penalty turned out to be 17 as he walked it off from the 40 all the way to the 43. So, a little nitpickery here, but still.
Westfield up 33-14 on the Cougars. So right now, the only Columbus team is holding strong. It's Calvary right now in the GIAA, and fumble on the play. The ball's loose, and Calvary's going to recover it.
There goes that man, Bull McGee.
Jordan McGee is the one that picked it up. Goodwin bobbled the snap. The running back ran into him. Ball's on the ground, and another big break by that Calvary Christian defense. By the way, Pacelli ties the game at or is an extra point away from tying the game.
Big play coming up here, just scoring down 1. A minute 33 to go in that ball game down at FPD.
But how about Calvary, the defense coming up huge. Another turnover And can the offense capitalize once again? You would think another touchdown here, go up by 16. You're cooking with grease. You cook with anything else?
Nah,
Crisco?
I'm too old school to cook with like olive oil or anything like that. I don't do that junk. We
Extra
cook with nothing
virgin
but
olive oil?
seasoning stuff.
I can
Get a little-
season and
I
oil.
I cook with garlic butter sometimes,
There
man.
it
That's
is.
there you go.
look like a garlic butter type guy.
You're right.
Braxton gets it out quickly. There is Bowie. Bowie able to get 4 yards. You would think if you're Calvary, let's run some clock. I would think Coach Brunson would love nothing more than a 7 to 10 play drive here, taking 3-4 minutes off, heading into the fourth with a touchdown, 2-touchdown lead.
That'd be what you want right here, especially after the mistakes they've been able to make tonight, and still be able to recover and keep it at a 9-point game right now. To try to make it 3 scores with another touchdown here after the mistakes they've made offensively would be a great thing going into the last 12 minutes.
Braxton. And by the way, Pacelli went for the lead and took it. They're up 22-21 with 1:33 left in that one. The Vikings trying to get a major upset.
Smitty Grider letting them hang down there in FPD, going for 2 on the road.
Brookstone, though, down by 19. All right. Big play, 3rd down here for Calvary. Taylor in the backfield. Snap, Taylor, and he loses it.
Just a drop pass by the freshman that time. Do you go for it if you're Coach Brunson right here from the 46, 4th and 3? You're on the plus side of the field.
I would. The way your defense is playing and
be aggressive
turnovers,
at this point.
why not?
But it looks like he's going to punt.
But also I can understand why not pin them back. Your defense has been really good.
Yes, defense has been lights out all night long. Bethlehem Christian still around maybe about 30 to 35 yards offensively total here in this ball game.
Coach Brunson, longtime trainer in this area, football guru, quarterback extraordinaire, got his big break 4 years ago. Steve Smith, AD at the time, said, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to bring a guy that doesn't have much coaching experience at the high school level. He was offensive coordinator at Columbus State. As Braxton's going to boom that one. And it's going to be down.
Checks up.
Inside. Did he get it? No. Touchback. Thought they had it. Great punt. But Brunson took over 2023, and what a year it was in the gaps. Last year, if Calvary was in the gaps, they were able to make it all the way to the championship game and got stopped on the half-yard line. Last couple of years, it's been a new learning curve, understanding the league. Tough year in 2024. Last year, great start, cooled off, but then got a playoff win. But this is his year.
Yeah.
These are his seniors. This is his culture. This is his team. It's year number 4. This is when you're supposed to produce. And he's not shying away from expectations.
Nah.
Neither is Braxton. Nobody from Calvary is. They understand this is a must-win year for them. They want to make a deep run in the playoffs. And winning this game goes a long way with that. And they're up by 9. So Harrison Goodwin taking over at the 20. Handoff. And we'll push to Powell. Reed Jackson. He gets 11 yards there. Reed's a tough runner, Mike.
He is. He's been very impressive for Bethlehem tonight, being able to just go, not a whole lot of left-right stuff, just north and south, goes downfield, keeps those legs moving. What could have been a run for nothing turned into 11 yards as he kept turning, trying to wear down that Calvary front. Still been a great day defensively for the Calvary Knights, as that run right there pushed Bethlehem Christian up to just 50 yards total offense for the ball game, despite having 14 points on the board. Dropping back to pass.
Yep, and it's going to throw it up for grab and incomplete. And it will be 2nd down. Sorry, got caught off looking at the end of the Pacelli game. It's 3rd down and 15 over there with a minute and counting. Coach Damian Daniels and company trying to get a big win.
That's a huge win on the road to go down to FPD.
And it would be a huge win for Calvary to take down Bethlehem here. They're up 9. Minute 30. We'll have Richard Holdridge at the end of the 4th. Excuse me, end of the 3rd. Handoff. A good run by Bryson Crow. It will bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, kept chugging that time. Had a couple of spins. Again, another one of those running backs for Bethlehem, keeping the legs moving. Gets it up to about the 38-yard line, setting up 3rd and 3. So big 3rd down right here for Calvary. They've been able to stalwart the Bethlehem offense all night long.
3rd down. Tried to draw them offside.
Yep.
Minute left here in the 3rd. Goodwin hands it off Crow. Crow will flip over Calvary defender for a 1st down.
Gets about 4 on that one for a 1st down. Keeps the drive moving for Bethlehem. Again, just down 9. Down to about 40 seconds and counting here in the 3rd quarter, so plenty of time for them. So if you're Calvary, you can't let up right here defensively.
We got a final. Interception, and Pacelli takes down FPD on the road.
Big win.
That is a massive win for the Vikings. So 1 win there. Brookstone down big against Westfield by 19. And handoff. Crow on his feet, and Crow's got a lot of speed. Bailey, the last defender, will take him down, but not before a big run. And they're inside the 30 with 12 seconds here in the 3rd.
Yeah, he just kind of went on that counter play there, caught Calvary sleeping on the right side of their defense, was able to get to 2nd level, turned it up a little bit, had some good blocking downfield, just stayed along that left sideline, kept going upfield, big run. And that gets them down to about the 28, 27-yard line as you've got another Calvary Knight down on the field over there off.
So Houston Clinic injury timeout. We'll take a break when we come back right after this.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Are you looking for a great deal on a brand new Chevy or GMC truck? At Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, we have over 100 new Chevy and GMC 1500 Silverado and Sierra trucks to choose from, with savings up to over $12,000. Every model, check them all out side by side, or get super low financing rates and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
It's the basketball game of the week here from Calvary Knights Field. And Calvary up by 9. And right now, Bethlehem Christian driving.
Let's see, got it down to about the 27 on that last big run, 31-yard run that time. Table get down there by Bryson Crow as he's come in. 2 good running backs so far tonight between him and Reed Jackson for Bethlehem. They've been able to get bottled up most of the night, but trying to work off and wear down this Calvary defense here as we get ready to start with just 12 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Possibly the last play before we head to the last and final frame of the ball game here.
Goodwin tries again to draw them off sides. Handoff. And Crow will get maybe 2 yards there. And that's going to be the end of the third. Calvary is 12 minutes away from going 1-0. They're up 23-14. We'll take a break. Richard Holdridge coming back. Fourth quarter on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thanks, Rich. And we're fourth quarter here, 23-14. We reverse fields.
And Bethlehem will start it off here, 2nd and 8 from the 25. So could be a big win here again. Calvary, like last year, took the win on the road against Bethlehem in the first round of the playoffs. Came in with his 9 seed. Bethlehem was number 8. We're able to get the win up there. Now trying to get a win here in the rematch at home.
Goodwin, 2nd down and 8. Crow in the backfield with him. Trips to the far side. Crow will now go in motion. Empty backfield. Goodwin throws it in the flat, and it'll go off the hands of Mezzles, and it'll be 3rd down.
So I make it 3rd and 8 here. We've seen that a few times in the passing game here. Not a whole lot of completions, as he tends to overthrow a lot of them. He had 1 completion to start off the 3rd quarter, but he's missed on his last 4 attempts here, 1 including the interception by Robert Bailey. So see what they cook up here, whether they try to go with another run up the middle with Reed Jackson or Brayson Crow, or they try to get another ball in the air here against this Calvary defense, who's done a good job on the back end of being able to cover these receivers downfield.
Goodwin takes the snap, dumps it off. Reed Jackson screen pass, and leveled. Ball comes out. They're going to say he was down. What a hit.
Big hit, big hold up there by Bull McGee. Not sure where I saw he was down.
Yeah.
He was standing up when he got hit and got hit backwards.
We got to see that again.
Again, I believe that we got to give that official a Gatorade or something. He's probably having one of his worst nights here so far on this left side.
You see here on the replay, McGee grabs him and then bam.
Yeah, no knee on the ground at all.
Yeah, so I don't know
so
where.
Nobody was down, but still.
He blew the whistle. I don't know what that was, to be honest with you. But Caden Fox was one of them, and Levi Stokes, another one. They both laid the boom.
So now set it up now about 4th and a long 2, maybe 3 yards for Bethlehem from the 20-yard line.
Handoff, Reed, Jordan McGee, tackle for a loss. So he stays on his feet, but then will be pushed out of bounds, and that will be a turnover on downs. How about the stop again? And Bull was in on the act.
You've had 2 key transfers on defense for Calvary tonight with Bull McGee and Robert Bailey with the interception, a fumble recovery by Bull McGee, a couple of key stops on the front end and on the offensive line as well. So there's a lot of A lot of key plays going on here defensively for Calvary to keep them in it despite some of the mistakes offensively. I've been impressed all night long with the play on both sides of the ball for Calvary. Let's see if they can try to get another score here and make it a 3-score game in the fourth quarter, try to put this one away. The Calvary have started their own 20 now with 10:32 left to go in the ball game.
So Braxton and company, see if they can't get another drive going here. Handoff. Taylor.
A 2-yard gain that time by Taylor to make it 2nd and 8 from the 22. And we've got a player down for Bethlehem Christian.
We'll take a Houston Clinic injury timeout.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostellolawfirm.com. Costello, car wreck. Car wreck, Costello.
Yeah. The interview for AJ was loud and clear. We got all of that. We were up here listening to it.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
It was really cool that we caught it with A.J. Robinson earlier. I was trying to do my A.J. Robinson impersonation, and Greg Russell said I was Bill Murray. He said I was terrible. And that one's thrown up, and no flag, and then finally comes out a few minutes too late. Is that Travis Tribble? Old Trav down there, experience. You know you should have thrown that flag a little sooner. Trav, he'll laugh at me later for that one. But that was obvious, man.
Looks like he's actually going to have a conversation. It seems like
no.
The other line judge over here was trying to switch it up and say something else. But
line judge, that ain't your job, man. Your job's to look at the line, not watch pass interference.
He's trying to say it was offensive.
Are they saying offensive pass interference?
I believe that's what they're trying to say here. The same side judge over here
saying
made
Sawyer
they're trying
was
to
holding
say,
on to him there, Mike.
Even though he was being face guarded, it was just simple play on play. I'd have been fine with no call at all on that one. He never turned his head, but he still played good. They're going to say personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Sawyer Talbot. So that'll back him up.
Man.
Probably about 11 yards to the 11-yard line there. So an 11-yard penalty.
That's a tough one.
So that'll make it 2nd and 19 now from the 11.
I don't know about that one, Mike.
Me neither. I don't know a lot about some of these officials tonight anyway. I hate to say it's about the officials, but sometimes they try to make it about themselves, and they've been doing it so far tonight.
3rd down and long. Braxton is going to overshoot, looking for Bowie. Could have been intercepted. And now it's 4th down, and let's You got to think, let's just. So 4th down and punting situation again for Calvary.
Yeah,
what looked like was a promising drive derailed immediately.
Yeah, not sure about some of that stuff there, but sometimes you have to overcome it. That's one of the things. If you're a good football team, you win despite anything else. So you don't want to lose because of officials. Don't put it in their hands. You play your best ball. That's what Calvary's been able to do despite a couple of big mistakes. Still have that 9-point lead. Still not exactly safe as we're just under 10 minutes left to go in the ball game here. See if they can try to get a good punt off by Braxton. At least get him back to midfield.
Braxton. Another great punt. Holy smokes, that's a bomb. And he'll get a Calvary roll at the 38. Man. A 60-yard bomb by Braxton Wilson. He says, I can do more than throw. 9:45. We'll take a quick break. Be right back after this.
Heavy-duty savings on heavy-duty trucks. Right now at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika. Choose from over 75 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with savings up to $12,000. For work or play, check them all out side by side. Or get 4.9% financing for 48 months and make no monthly payments for 90 days. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Get ready to smile.
We're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. You want to get Mike Frost fired up? Be an official and try to make the game about you. 9:45 here. Harrison Goodwin and company taking over. Hand off to Reed Jackson. Jackson hit hard, and Jordan McGee, there he is again. Griffin Snow as well, and Levi Stokes. All three of those, I've said their names several times here tonight. That defense has been lights out, Mike. McGee's been excellent on both sides of the ball.
He's taken over so far in the second half up front defensively for Calvary. Kept him there to just a 1-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 9 now. Just on the other side of the 40.
Michael Jones, the defensive coordinator for Calvary, has been dialing it up all night tonight. Good pass. I'm thinking he caught that out of bounds. They're going to say he was in? No, incomplete. I thought so. He was looking there for Easton McEver. And out of bounds, it'll be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, that was a good play out there, wide by the defender. Able to get in the way of it and make the big hit before he could come down with the catch. We'll give that one up to number 19, Levi Stokes, who's done a good job in the defensive backfield for Calvary. So 3rd and 9 now.
Jackson's got to have over 100 yards here tonight, I would assume.
Yeah, he's been running hard, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's an impressive kid back there for Bethlehem.
He's toted the rock close to 20 times. Bethlehem. And Goodwin caught. And breaking tackles is the Crew Chonko. Big man. I'm going to call him Rob Gronkowski. That's what he looks like out there. The Brute. Chonko. And that is a 1st down. Number 27 for Calvary there undershot the route, Mike. He thought it was going to be intercepted. Matthew Chestnut. And once he whiffed on it and it got into Crew's hand, he just made people miss and threw people off of him.
And Chonko doing a good job there, using that body, 6'2", 205, able to get up in the air at the high point. Drug a couple of them, broke another tackle, made a big 32-yard reception to make it 1st and 10.
Bergstone scores. It's 34-20 there. Pacelli's already won tonight, and Calvary trying to win. And there goes Chonko again. Gronkowski Jr. gets another Bethlehem 1st down.
It gets down to the 15, so another 13-yard reception by Chonko. 45 yards by him alone in the last 2 plays.
Those Brock Bowers, excuse me. Brock Bowers. Brett Bowers is a real person, by the way, everybody. But that's who I was talking about. Brock Bowers, even to Richard's favorite player. George Kittle. Those guys are unblockable, man. You put them in motion, and like Crew, he's got speed. He's really strong. He's physical. He's tall. They're just mismatched nightmares. Too big for corners, too fast for linebackers, but he ain't faster than that linebacker. Number 7, St. Valentine on the tackle for loss.
That's a big one there. Starting to stuff the run a little bit, but it ended up costing them so far on 2 big pass plays. Still playing great up front on that front 4 by Calvary. Let's see if they can start getting back there, get to the quarterback before you can get it out there to guys like Chonko, who's still out of the game, came out after that previous play.
Pacelli already won tonight. 22-21. Can Calvary hold on here? And that one goes incomplete. He's trying to get to the other tight end, Wyatt Knee, and it goes through his hands. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, just a little high as Snow got in the trajectory of the pass, and he had to throw it over him. At that height, putting the arms up in the air, just out of the off the hands as he tried to stretch out and go up high with it, wasn't able to bring it down. Now it's 3rd and 10 from about the 15-yard line. And you know they're going to go for it. It's 4-down territory right here, being down 2 scores.
Snap. And going to go into the end zone and looking for number 19, Hayden Mezzles. And it will be 4th down. And are you going for it here, or are you kicking the field goal? It looks like they're going to kick the field goal, take the points, and make it a 1-score game.
Yeah, try to get it at least closer here. From the 15, you're looking at a 32-yard field goal attempt. Depending on where they spot the ball here, spot the tee. Not the tee exactly, but the hold.
By the way, Brookstone driving, 5:46. They were down 20. They're trying to make it a 1-score game with 5:46 left in that one. You can watch it on Middle Georgia Sports Live, Georgia Alabama Sports Live, and the kick is up, and it is no good.
Wide left.
No good, and Calvary defense stands again.
Keeps it a 9-point game. Beautiful defensive stand there by Calvary. Gave up the 2 big plays there to Chonko on the pass, but able to stop the run. Caused 2 more incompletions after that. And then sailing left goes the kick, and now Calvary will take over at their own 20.
Big-time play by the defense. And, man, they have been lights out. They have bend but don't break. They've made big plays. They have done everything they've been asked of, and if they play like this all season long, they're going to be in a lot of games because of that defense, Mike. And if the way Braxton's been playing too, aside from a block kick and a fumble by McGee, really the offense done a good job not shooting themselves in the foot too much. Maybe derail some drives, but no big plays have been given up. Really, this game could be a lot worse than what it is.
Yes.
But it's first game. Calvary's winning. That's all that matters.
If you're Coach Brunson, you're going to find the mistakes on the film and try to correct them before next week.
Braxton spins out of it. Braxton on the run. Braxton's going to take off and run, and Braxton's going to get in for a 1st down. His elusiveness, his ability to spin out of the pocket. He's a great athlete, Mike.
Yes, he is.
He is a big-time athlete.
You think about it, he's not just a good quarterback, a little bit of a dual threat. Baseball didn't get a whole lot of starting time in the field. If you think about him on the baseball field, was a courtesy runner. So he's fast, athletic, not just a good arm out there. So Braxton showing off the wheels that time, gets 8 to make it 2nd and 2 from the 28-yard line.
Braxton will get it out quickly to Jakari Harris. Harris will be taken down. They'll lose, he'll lose 5 yards there, Mike. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, it looks like Robert Bailey missed the block out there out wide, and it allowed him to get to Harris, but right as soon as he caught the ball, didn't really have time to make a move at all. And that pushes them back to about the 24, so loss of 4 on that one. It'll be 3rd and 6 now.
5-point game, 33-28. Brookstone down 5 with 4 minutes to go in that one. How about the comeback? Could Ian Headley, are we going to go 3 for 3 tonight with all the Columbus schools? I love nothing more than Brookstone, Pacelli, and Calvary all start 1-0. Makes for an interesting season this year. Braxton is under duress again. Will take off and run. Crew trying to get him. Will bounce it. There goes Braxton. 1st down. What a play by the quarterback. And then he's hit late. And no flag.
Yeah, it looks like he ran into one of the players on the sideline that were standing there. Guy holding the down marker got laid out onto the field as well. Let's see if they end up spotting him. They spot him all the way back at the 26. Not sure why the spot was at the 26-yard line. He ran all the way out to about the 35.
So 4th down, and Braxton's gonna punt it. That's a wild spot, Mike, because I definitely thought he was past the 1st down marker, but I'm also not over there on that sideline. But it seems like that sideline's got a major influence on where the ball's being spot, some of the flags that are being thrown, which will have a Houston Clinic injury timeout. We've had a lot of cramps here.
Yes, it has. It's been muggy. It's humid as anything out there tonight.
And let me tell this for everybody out there watching. You expect a lot of it the first couple weeks of the season. It won't be just this week. Next week, we'll see a ton of it too. Speaking of next week, 5 games we are doing. Chatco and Terrell. Stratford and Pacelli. Brookstone and Spencer. Russell County, Booker T. Washington. And the game of the week, Northside, Smith Station.
That'll be a fun one out there.
5 games. And next Friday night, week 1. This is week 0.
Yeah.
Week 1 next week. The week after that, we got Upson Lee Shaw on a Thursday night. And then how about August the 28th? Calvary will be back at home. Brookstone's hosting Glenwood. And we get the Heritage Bowl, Carver Spencer.
Yes, we do. It's going to be a great slate of games so far this first month of the season. Looking forward to it all here as we get ready for a punt. 4th and a long 3, maybe 4.
I really wish a fake punt would come right here, Mike.
Yeah, too far back, though. You're up 9. You don't want to make a mistake here. 6.5 minutes left. Little end-over-end kick by Braxton is going to take the roll.
Punt. Great roll. And a great punt. And they will – Braxton's been almost – an MVP definitely with his arm, but his leg and the punting's been sensational too.
Yeah,
he may have a calling in college for punting if he doesn't play
59 yards on the previous punt, 50 on that one. 2 great punts to keep this Bethlehem Christian offense a little bit off on their heels here. 6:15 to go in the ball game. Bethlehem will take over around. Let's see where they end up spotting the ball, the 23, 24-yard line. So can Calvary continue to hold defensively? They've only given up 1 score as a defense. The other score for Bethlehem coming on that big field goal block that ended up being the scoop and score. Here in the 4th quarter, 6:15 to go. Let's see if they can try to stay on top of it here. It's been the Bull McGee show up front for Calvary defensively. Been able to stuff the run here in the second half. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Goodwin gets it out. And it's a great tackle there by Jackson Smara.
Yeah, it kept him in bounds as well, so the clock continues to run. About a 5-yard gain that time. Makes it 2nd and 5 from the 29. Under 6 to go now.
Goodwin. Under 6 minutes to go. Hand off to Reed Jackson, and Reed's going to get a 1st down.
Tough runner all night long for Bethlehem is Reed. He's been one of the big parts of the offense here. Tend to wonder if maybe a couple of more times feeding him the rock could have made a difference offensively for Bethlehem tonight. Like I said, just the 1 score came on a 2-play 38 drive where both runs were by Reed Jackson.
And good stop, good defense by Levi Stokes. He was able to get there in a hurry. Sideline to sideline, I've been impressed with how fast Calvary moves.
Yeah, they move really well right now. They got a lot of athleticism out there on the field, playing smart defensively. Big improvement if you look at what last year's defense did this year, staying this consistent all 4 quarters.
Handoff, and there's Crow. Crow will be stopped after about a gain of 4. Second down, make it third down, and about 4.5, 5.
And continue to let that clock run, too.
And he'll be taken down.
But it'll be a illegal substitution instead. 12 men on the field as he couldn't make it off in time.
He tried.
The leg was hurting. The flag was thrown.
And that.
So I wonder if they got the timeout. If they did call timeout before the penalty was thrown. It's going to be an official time. Actually, it's going to, still a legal substitution.
Yeah.
So I'll make it a first down.
Yeah. Timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
Your surprisingly great rates, contact your local state.
And we're back here. And another handoff. Nope. He throws it up. Intercepted. And another interception because of a bad throw by Goodwin. Snow was coming after him. And the interception by number 12, Bowie. What a play there by Caden Bowie. But Griffin Snow was the one that got after Goodwin, made him throw it. Another just wobble pass.
Yeah.
And Calvary can start to smell it now. Can they put it on ice?
4:22 left in the ball game. They've got it right at midfield. Big drive right here to try to put this one away and make it a 3-score ball game. This is where you practice during the offseason, that 4-minute offense.
Yep.
Bleed the clock down.
Snap, handoff, up the middle. Thomas, not much. Second down. And Bethlehem's going to take a timeout. And it looks like the coach from Bethlehem Christian, Rod Robinson, wants some more time on the clock. We'll take another timeout break. 23-14, Calvary, up by 9.
Listen up. This isn't some fast food nonsense. Our kitchen runs full tilt because shortcuts, not our thing. Those jar desserts, made by hand. Our cayenne ranch doesn't make itself. Our tenders are real tenderloin. Not like the other guys. Nope. We put the work in early. We brine. We buttermilk. We hand bread. Our cooked-to-order tenderloins rule the roost. It's real. Handmade.
I'm Mike Costello, and this is what we do. Car wrecks. Yes, car wrecks. So call or text us today or visit us at mycostelolawfirm.com. Costello. Car wreck. Car wreck? Costello.
T.O.
You got T.O.? That's the Calvary coaching staff. Second down for Calvary and 10. Brookstone got a big stop. It's 4th down and 5, and they'll look like they're going to get the ball back with about a minute and a half left. Down by 5. Braxton will hand it off and bounce to the outside, and there goes Thomas, still on his feet, pushed out of bounds, and a big-time play there by Karan Thomas. And a big play, but I don't even know what they're waving, but they're calling something on Calvary.
Unsportsmanlike. Same referee We need to get him taken to Houston Clinic. He'll probably have a little bit of tendonitis or tennis elbow from throwing that flag all night long.
Unsportsmanlike again. That after a big play, I want to know what is being said. I mean, there's got to be a little talking out there. That's the point of in a physical sport like this. My man's acting like they're not allowed to chomp at all. That was not. That's a tough call. And listen, I don't want to be we're not going to be the company that berates officials all the time. But I will tell you this. So one thing that really grinds my gears is opinionated calls like that. In that moment, this referee and official has made it about him, where anybody says anything he doesn't like or deem to be excessive, he's throwing the flag.
You see that sometimes
you got to take a deep breath. These are kids, and hold that flag and let it be a teaching experience. Hey, do that again, I'll throw a flag. At this point, there's no warning. He expects perfection.
At this level, sometimes officials, whatever sport it is, you're going to get some of them get a little bit of the rabbit ear. So all you got to do is say one thing. They listen out to see if somebody says something to hurt their feelings a little bit, and they'll throw another flag. A little bit of a power trip, I'd like to think there. But either way, another timeout by Bethlehem Christian. Try to stop the clock here.
We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. Want to say thank you to Calvary Booster Club. Want to say thank you to the following sponsors: Knox, Macon Road Vet Clinic, St. Francis, Columbus Fire and Safety, Door Specialties, Maxwell Incorporated, Perry Brothers, Safeguard, Mix and Mingle, Sunshine Banners, Signs Incorporated, and Fuller Fire and Safety. Calvary Athletics and Calvary Booster Club wants to say thank you to those sponsors for their support of the Knights. Here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, it is 23-14, handoff, and there goes Thomas, bounce to the outside. Thomas, another big run. There goes Karan Thomas around the left end for a first down.
He wasn't to be denied. Even after that penalty, still made it 1st and 10 with 4 minutes to go. He gets out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock at least until they spot it. And he'll get down to about the 28 back where the original line of scrimmage would have been before the penalty. So another 15-yard gain by Karan Thomas that time. So he's kind of dialed it up here in the fourth quarter on this drive to get more yards than most anybody on the ground for Calvary in these last two runs. 37 yards for the young running back for the Knights.
It's been running back by committee.
Yes, it is.
McGee, Harris, Thomas, Taylor, and they've all been great in the backfield. Right now, Wilkinson's going to take off a run on the quarterback keeper, and he bounces off a tackle, got blocking in front, and they're going to get a hold on Sawyer Talbot. He did hold there.
Yes, he did. That was a hold on the side there.
Sawyer should have let it go at that point. He had already gotten the first down, hopefully a spot foul, but he was already way past first down. You got to think Sawyer let go.
Yeah, let's see where you ended up calling the spot foul from. If it is going to be past the yard marker, it'll still bring him back 10. It'll probably bring it back to about a second down. Actually, it'll be a first down. I'd probably say about 4 or 5, depending on where they spot the foul. They're going to spot it at the 25-yard line. So that'll have been about a 3 yards. So now it's 1st and 7.
Penalty backs the Knights up. Looks like 1st and 7 from the 25-yard line.
So 3:19 to go now. Clock stopped for the time being.
First down. Braxton will get it out. There's Harris. Harris spins. Harris still on his feet. Harris pushing defenders. Another first down for Calvary. And they're starting to put the foot on the neck of Bethlehem Christian and trying to get this one on ice.
Yeah, another good play that time. You'd like for him to be able to stay in bounds and keep that clock running, but worked out towards the sideline, got knocked out of bounds. So that'll stop it right there. Looks like they're going to have the ball spotted around the 17. So an 8-yard gain on 1st and 7. And
third down. Excuse me, first down, 3 minutes left. And Harris, good block, and they're going to get him a hold. Harris is going to go in for a touchdown. I will tell you, he let go, but it was too late. They're going to get Aiden Herrera on the hold.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Aiden Riera. He held for a little bit out there, just enough for it to be called.
He did. He tried to let go as soon as he got by him, but.
Yeah, anytime those arms get extended and your hands are outside that breastplate of the defender, it's going to get called. And that's what happened that time to Riera.
That face the Whitehead just made, I have that same face, my brother. He has got his work in tonight. So a hold will back them up once again.
So that'll be about a 8-yard penalty as they caught the spot foul about 2 yards upfield. So it'll be 1st and 18 now from the 25-yard line.
Braxton steps up. Gonna flip it out. Jakari Harris. What a play by Braxton. A little flip, shovel pass about 10 yards down the field and a first down by Calvary.
Somebody's been watching a little bit too much of Patrick Mahomes with that little backhanded flip. But he flipped it just over the defender into the hands for a big first down, and that brings them down big 1st and goal from about the 6. By far the longest drive of the second half for Calvary. They can completely take their time here. 1st and goal. I believe Bethlehem is out of timeouts at this point.
Braxton pulls it into the end zone for a touchdown. No, they're going to say he's down.
You can't do anything but laugh at this point, guys. That's all you can do.
Nice pull on the zone read by Braxton.
I believe now would be a good time to shout out our guy, Jay Gordy.
I was about to say,
Griff Gordy at Gordy Eye Care.
Caught him out of the one. How about that vision? The Gordy Eye Care vision of the week.
I believe next game we should probably bring some of the Gordy Eye Care business cards so we can hand them out to the officials after the game, make sure they're well taken care of.
And Braxton, he's going to lose yards there, Mike.
Yes, he is. Lost about 3 on that one.
But now with a minute left, Bethlehem has no more timeouts. Oh, he's going to call his final timeout with 1 minute on the clock. I'll have an interview with Coach Emmanuel Brunson after the game. Mike Frost and Richard Holdridge will have our recap. And Pacelli already won earlier today. Calvary about to hold on to win. And Brookstone driving to take the lead right now in Westfield. As y'all are watching, you can watch that on Georgia Alabama Sports Live YouTube channel and on Middle Georgia Sports Live.
Looks like, what did it say, 41 seconds left in that ball game as Broughton Branch brought it up to about the 43, 44-yard line. 41 seconds left, down 5, trying to get a big drive here as we're still in timeout at Calvary Christian. Big third down coming up for the Brookstone offense, as you see there. And incomplete fourth down as we get ready to come back to action here at Calvary. So 4th and 7, Brookstone's fishing to go for that one, but we're fishing to get ready here. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. 58 seconds left to go in the ball game. Braxton Wilkinson with Bull McGee to his right.
Braxton will be taken down for a sack.
Only second sack allowed of the ball game by the Calvary offensive line. That brings them back to the 11, so about a 7-yard loss that time. Still, time runs down here. 4th and goal from the 11 or 12. Looks like they have the kicker back out on the field. Don't see a play clock, but it looks like Coach Brunson more than happy to let this one run down, maybe get a timeout with about a second to go on the play clock.
Yep. And that's
going
to do it. Calvary's going to win this one 23-14. Big win for the Knights. Defense was lights out. Wilkinson was efficient and great with his legs. And Calvary's going to go to 1-0 to start the season. We'll take a break. We'll have a recap with Mike and Richard, and then I will have an interview with Coach Brunson after this. Calvary, 23, Bethlehem, 14 on Georgia.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for the support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
And welcome back, everybody, here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live here at Calvary Christian School. Little post-game show here is myself, Mike Frost, with Richard Holdridge. A little bit of a tale of two halves here. Calvary able to hold on for the victory. The 20 got the 9-point victory here. Big win, start things off. Playoff rematch from last year. Had over almost 300 yards of offense in the first half. Held to just 51 in the second half. Couple of mistakes. A lot of things Coach Brunson can look forward to work on here. But you expect a little bit of mistakes in the first game, so luckily you come out with a W and the chance to correct things. What do you think about the game so far here, Richard?
Yeah, this is a good win for Calvary. They'll be on the road against Mount Zion next week before they're back home against Flint River. But I tell you what, Bethlehem Christian did put up 14 points, but it was because of special teams. So great win. All right, Thrift, what you got?
Thank you there, Thrift. Thank you there, Coach Brunson. Here, big 23-14 victory for Calvary. Like we said there, he brought up Braxton Wilkinson, big first half. A couple of huge punts. He had two big 50 yards, almost 60-yard punts in the fourth quarter to be able to pin Bethlehem Christian back a little bit, not give them as great field position as they could have had. Been able to get the defense. The defense played lights out all night long. Great job by Coach Mike Jones out there with the Calvary defense. But leading up to that there, speaking of Braxton Wilkinson, talk about our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game. That's going to go to Braxton. Number 11, the quarterback here, and the punter tonight. Like I said, a couple of 50 yards, a couple of 60-yard punts there to be able to pin him back. 24-31 for the day, 282 yards through the air, another 11 carries for 16 yards. You take away a couple of those sacks, could have been around 30 or 40 yards. Great game by Braxton. What do you think of that so far tonight? How do you think about him and that new revamped offensive line by the Calvary Knights?
Yeah, they gave him time to throw. He was very efficient in that first half. Had that bomb to Sawyer Talbot and then the touchdown pass to Sawyer. And then in the second half, really, they relied on their defense. It was Braxton Wilkinson's punting ability that pinned Bethlehem Christian. And they, even though they had that drive to start the fourth quarter, the Calvary defense was able to step up. And they're going to need to do this going throughout the season because there are some mistakes that they got to clean up, especially on special teams. You cannot have two blocked, one extra point, one field goal, and one was a scoop and score by Bethlehem, and then they had a muffed punt that led to a touchdown by Bethlehem. So some small mistakes they got to clean up as they get ready for Mount Zion next week.
And that shows you what they can look forward to here. Made those big mistakes, cost them a couple of scores, as well as giving up a score with that scoop and score. Ended up with a 9-point victory despite it against a 4A playoff team in Bethlehem Christian. I also like to talk about some of these additions they've had as far as Calvary goes. Robert Bailey, Bull McGee come in, make big contributions both on the offense and the defensive side.
Oh, absolutely.
As well as on the line here with the Brzezinski brothers coming in. Huge additions for Calvary. They're looking to try to make it a deep run in the playoffs here with Brookstone and Pacelli, trying to overtake them. Tonight was a good start, 1-0.
Yeah, and it was a good night for Pacelli. They ended up beating FPD 22-21. Brookstone, we were actually watching it on Middle Georgia Sports Live. They were able to have a chance to beat Westfield, but Westfield beats them 33-28. Great comeback by Brookstone. They just fell up short tonight.
Yeah, just great all-around football. We're just glad football's back. You know, we got 3 broadcasts going on tonight between us and Middle Georgia Sports Live, being able to simulcast here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And it's just been a great night so far. I'm looking forward to more than 5 games next week.
I cannot wait for those games next week, starting with the game of the week, Northside Smith Station at TC Britton Field, Panther Stadium. We've got the debut of Chaco football down in Casita. And then we also have the battle between Brookstone and Spencer, the GIAA versus the GHSA. And all questions will be answered. Private versus public. Who wins when it comes to the talent of the private school and the depth of a public school?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be amazing. The month of August in general here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live is going to be amazing on Friday nights. Big games throughout. Even the next week, we got 3 big ones to go as well. Again, Calvary, 23, Bethlehem Christian, 14, gets the big victory here at home to start things off with the playoff team here in Bethlehem. Again, I'd like to thank everybody here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Houston Clinic, and Mike Hostelow Law Firm. For Richard Holdridge, Thrift Behringer with me earlier on throughout the ball game, and Chris Gates running the ship. This is Mike Frost. We'll be back. See you next time on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.